Okay, hope everything goes well. I think so? Yeah, I think so. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dexter Gravel, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. As you can probably tell from how I'm sitting, I'm currently sitting on nothing. Actually, it turns out I'm just inside the geometry of the ledge I'm sitting on. But yeah, before I start today, I have a couple of updates I wanted to give. First of all, it's been 2 weeks since I last streamed, and apparently last week, or maybe just over a week ago, I got a bunch of followers and a shout out. Not entirely sure what that does for me, but thank you so much for the shout out from Kin Eto, whomever that is. Thank you very much for that. Don't know what that does for me, but thank you regardless. Secondly, something that I forgot to mention the last time I streamed that I got some items. So it turns out that there was something going on Twitch where you were able to get special items if you were watching streams. I didn't know it was something you could do, but apparently observing my own stream did the same thing for me. So I ended up getting a couple of items, those being some cookies. I just love I just decided to look at these and I thought it was so funny how it said, some of them say like this fat Choco says either it used to be called it's short for either Fat Chocobo Chocolate or Fat Chocolate Chocobo, and no one knows which one it is. I just love that. And the other cookie I got was a buttery mug biscuit, which, funnily enough, says, apparently you're a monster if you eat it face first rather than palm first. Which is strange because moguls are very sensitive about their palms, so you would think you would be a monster if you ate the palm first, as a form of, like, implied torture. I just thought it was silly how they said these things. And it's also strange how they only provide 1 point to piety and vitality respectively. That's terrible compared to other cookies, but I guess the trade-off is they provide a stronger experience bonus, so I might be actually using those today even though I don't need piety. But some of the other items I got from the 3 weeks ago at this point was more Aetheryte tickets, which is nice, which I'm probably not going to use that. And last week, I ended up getting a new mount, which was, if I can remember, it was this thing, the Choker Poker. So hopefully I'll be able to summon that today to be able to showcase that. But yeah, that's it for those updates. And actually, you know what? Speaking of updates, you know what I haven't done in so long that I kept forgetting to do? The Minion Roulette. So, let's see who's going to join us for Day A. Little Buffalo. Hey, Little Buffalo. How are you doing today, buddy? Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah, the shoutouts and the items that I got. Yeah, that was everything on my itinerary, but I decided, I said last time I'd look into the locations for those quests that I couldn't figure out from the brooms, and I'm so glad that I actually hi, Rain. I'm so glad I pointed out last time that one of the bridges could be just a log. Called it! There it is. I actually found it just a little while ago. So let me actually go figure this out. And oh yeah, I thought I'd set it to automatic umbrella for this one. But yeah, let me just go get this and finally complete this quest. Oh, get up onto. Oh no, up onto the. Really? I said up onto the log, please. Thank you. There we go. Wooden bridge. Finally! Oh, that's all I had to do is examine it. Yeah, I accidentally ran into this a while back and realized, I didn't realize I was going to do that. Also, speaking of which, the other quest, the statuesque interest about finding the legendary water, I looked all over the place to my knowledge and couldn't find anything new. So what I'm going to try to do is, let me put this away for now, head back to Matoya's cave and see if I actually can hand that quest in or not. Even though I tried it last time. And if nothing happens this time, then it's entirely possible that it glitched out on me somehow, because I wasn't able to find anything. So if it turns out to be the case, I might just reset the quest and try again, because I'm pretty sure I was supposed to find something in the area I was just in. But let me go hand these in real quick and see if I can actually fix this. Once I'm done with that, of course. Back to the cave entrance. Report back to the broom about... which broom was it exactly? I can't remember which one. I think it was... Oh, wait. here we go. For some reason, I forgot which one it was which. Thought I saw one, not the other. Oh, wait, oh yeah, the brave adventurer returns. Did you find it? The tiny bridge of which the little bird spoke? Pray describe it to me that I may behold it in my mind's eye. I certainly shall, sure. Oh my, such a charming little bridge. Though I love big bridges and cannot lie, there is something to be said for simplicity. I should like to sweep the bridge someday. I don't think you're allowed to leave this area, actually, based on what your guys are saying. As promised, I will share with you such knowledge as I have received from my mistress. That is, the workings of her crystal eye. Ooh, how her crystal ball works. 'Tis the most prized of Mistress Matoya's possessions, allowing her to see such truths as lay hid in the ebb and flow of ether. I wonder if one can see behind the shelves with it. My bristles rustle at the mere thought of all the dust that is collected there. Oh god, yeah, that'll be a lot. Oh, you wished only to know what my mistress desires? I'm afraid I cannot tell, for she never imparted that knowledge to me. Sorry to disappoint. That's quite alright. I still got some stuff done. Now, let's try this again. I'll talk to him and see if I actually can complete this, despite the fact that I didn't find anything. See if that works. Legends speak of a water which surpasses all theirs in beauty, unattainable to we brooms who possess no face. Those run dry. Saltier than cross my crystals hope to die. Yeah, so I think this might have glitched on me because it says I can complete it, but I don't have the information that it requested. So I'm gonna try and quit this quest and see if that actually fixes it, hopefully. Abandon that. There we go. Let's try it again. All over again. Statuesque interest. Same thing as before. If you desire my knowledge. I'm a finder of filth and pursuer of purity. And right now I desire to behold that which is the opposite of dry, dirty dust, pure, untainted water. Yes, that's right. You want me to find some water, pure water, which I can absolutely do. Let's go see if we can find that water again, and hopefully that fixed the quest. Because, like I said, I searched the area that I'm pretty sure, after doing research, because I couldn't find it on myself, told me it would be, but I couldn't find anything, I couldn't have anything proc. So let's see what we can do here. We'll find that item again, which I believe is back over here, I think? Somewhere over here, if I recall correctly. I'll go to that area and see if it is the case. It should be. Yeah, it should be just up this... Wait, I think it was up this river, right? Wait, no. Up this river. I think that's where it showed me last time. Yeah, here we go. Untainted spring. Okay, collect this again. Interact. Pick that up. There we go. Now, let's go deliver that spring water. Again. Thank you, giant Dalmel. Again, it sucks that there's no easy way to just teleport all the way back there. Maybe if, like, there was a way to purchase some aetheryte tickets that would take you directly to Matoya's cave. That'd be great. Or, you know, just an aetheryte in general. It'd make it much easier to go back and forth from this place. I realize now I keep saying that. It's probably getting annoying at this point, but just still venting frustrations. Good gosh. Alright, back inside. And grant him that cool water that I found. Here you go. Do you have it, the spring water? I certainly do. Amazing, I can see through it. Sometimes I can't tell if it's there or not. Okay, but no, perhaps the wells run dry, saltier than the blood-brained sea, yet clearer than the Thaliac River. You have this water, I'm certain of it. If you'll show it to me, I will share with you my knowledge. Cross my bristles and hope to die. Now let's see what happens when I complete this. It still says I can complete it. Huh. Yeah, same thing. So what the heck? Let me head outside and see if I can find that spot that the site told that a player posted was the place where you can find it. I'm gonna try one more time, and if I still can't find anything, then I'm at an impasse. I don't know how to complete this quest without it. Let's try one more time, and if I'm correct, it should be in the relative same area as where I just started, somewhere around here. Maybe? At least it should be. So if it's not there, then it's one of three things. Either I didn't look hard enough. Let's see. It should be somewhere around here, right? Something should proc if I get close to it, but I don't know exactly where. It's not around here, is it? I don't think so. No, I think I went too far. Maybe it's over here? No. Not down here. I think this goes too far in the other direction, so I don't think this is correct. Unless it wants me to come back here, but nope, not here. Not that spot from before, so maybe it is back over here. I just wasn't somehow in the correct spot for it to proc. I don't see how, because I'm pretty sure I've been all over this place looking for it. Just double checking all the spaces I can. Nothing here, right? Okay, nothing there. Certainly not here. It makes sense for it to be here because he's asking for water. There is a source of water there, but I didn't see anything proc there. Anything around here? No. Nothing here. Again, I hope this thing really didn't glitch on me and for some reason it's just not procking for me for some reason. Okay, so yeah, it's one of three things. Either the fact that I'm not searching in the right spot, or this player somehow lied, which I don't think is the case, because I think that was the information was supposed to be like 5 years ago, or this just glitched on me and I have no idea how to complete it. I guess I'm gonna have to spend a little more time trying to find it, see if it's even possible to, and then if I do or don't, that will determine whether or not I can complete this quest. Just really hope it's not the case to where I'm not looking at the right spot. Because I feel like I am, or at least according to the player's information, but it's entirely possible it's not in the right spot. Well, yeah, I'll try some other time. So, that's that. I only managed to complete one of these so far, and sadly can't complete this other one. So I guess I'll just do today what I intended to start with today. So I'm going to teleport over to... Where did I want to go again? I want to go to... Foundation. Yes! And then once I get back there, I'll turn off this quest because I don't need that. Make sure to turn this off for now. There we go. And now where I want to go is the Jeweled Crozier? Yeah. I think that's the closest way for me to get there, right? It's all the way at the end of the little road here. Hello, peoples. How are you this day? I hope you're doing well. Hope business is doing well. Oh, hold up. There's another quest here. I don't think I've ever... did I see this quest before? Wasn't entirely sure. Oh, this is a continuation for something else, but this is not what I was intending to do. What I was intending to do is talk to our friend Nashu again. Yes, because I'm looking to continue more of the Hildebrand quests, finally. All right, Nashu, so where exactly are you looking for our friend here? A gentleman falls rather than flies. Oh, yeah, the last time we saw him, he was flying away on a sword, wasn't he? That's right, that's right. As you catch sight of Nashu, you cannot help but wonder if you're about to have a bad time. Probably, given how things tend to go with this guy, these people. Well, I'll be. Dexter Gravel in the flesh. A pleasure to see you again. You too. Wait, is this what they call serendipity? It is, isn't it? That settles it. You've got to help me find the inspector. Oh, you still haven't found him after all this time? Car, I was hoping you would silently agree. So, I've been trying to calculate the trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. Again? Wait, this happened before? He's been catapulted before? Not by the sword? I've triple-checked my figures and concluded he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. That would hurt, just landing on stone in this area. Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I'd hoped. But now that you're here, I'm sure to make some progress. Come, let's speak with the merchant scene and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with a gentlemanly Highlander. Well, the odds are that he's probably unconscious at this point, or just stuck on the ground somehow. I talked to you, yeah, I talked to 3 people. First of all, Fryn. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I have had dealings with the man as you describe. Ah, darn it, so he hasn't seen anything. Let's see if Pien has seen him. Good day to you, sir. Oh, you're looking for someone? A gentlemanly Highlander. I know not this man of whom you speak, but mayhap Mistress Elise does. She is well acquainted with a lot of merchants and noblemen. Ah, that's entirely possible. Ah, there's Nashu. I wasn't expecting her to be over here already. Sir? I say, sir. You must be checking your ledgers to see if he was a customer. That's very kind of you, sir. Either that or he's, ignoring you for pestering him so much. And what does Norelays have to say? I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but I'd not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Alright, so let's see if Elise has seen anything, or at least heard about anything like that. She probably has, since we were entering a cutscene. As ever, a warm welcome to you, sir. How may I be of service? I'm looking for a very strange gentleman. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I have heard tale of a foreigner who may be the man whom you seek. Yes. Begging your pardon, Miss, but did you say you know Inspector Hildebrand? An acquaintance of yours, I presume. I do not know his name, only that he is here by invitation of Lord Edmund. Or so it's rumored. Oh, he's actually a guest here? Surely, as a ward of House Fortom, it would be a trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor. Yeah, easy enough. Caw, I knew it was serendipity! To Fortom Manor! Right. Thank you so much for your help, Elise. Alright, let's go! I mean, you go and I'll follow behind closely. Alright, heading back to Fortom, talk to the Fortom Knight and see if they've seen who we're looking for. Back on over to, where am I going again? I already forgot. Last Vigil. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Not the guard, but the knight. Oh, do you have a quest for me? I'll have to look into that later. But you first. Well met, Master Gravel. Do you require assistance? We're looking for someone specific. Have you seen him? Aye, it is as you say. Oh, wow, he actually was here. At this time, Lord Edmund is entertaining a foreign guest. Huzzah! We found the inspector! If I'm not mistaken, their meeting should be ending shortly. You apparently know how long meetings tend to take? If you'd like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guest to depart. A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a responsible sort. Not like to let a wild gazebo run amok. Oh, she's thinking like a gazebo. I'm not entirely sure what she's thinking of. I for some reason thought Marlboro, but that might be what she's thinking of. Very well, we humbly accept your offer. And if it wakes up, I'll have you there to protect me. Okay. Apparently it's a sleeping monster that she's thinking of. Alright, where am I going now? Wait with Nashu, but where'd she go? Is that it? Ah, okay, so she's over... Oh, this gazebo! The one that I keep jumping from and breaking my ankles. I see. What with powerful magics did they tame this dread fiend? I know not. We'll have to wait and see. Waiting. Wait, oh. Hi, person. I didn't notice you were back there. Huh. Not who I was waiting for, though. And there she goes, nodding off. As ever. Yeah, this meeting is apparently taking a while. Oh, maybe not. That must be the Inspector Hildebrand. I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I found the brisk Corthan air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates body and mind both. A welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise. Commerce. There you are, Inspector. I've been looking all over for you. God, Bert! Not the gentleman we were looking for, but this will help, kind of. I say, who do I see before me? Not one, but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. Hello. Lord Godbert, but I thought... I also thought. Darn it. Hildy? In Ishgard? This is the first I've heard of it. Aha! I found you at last, heretic! Who said that? Who's calling a heretic? Wait, you think Godbird's a heretic? Yes, you! The hulking brute with a mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Acquisition at once! Inquisition, not acquisition. I beg your pardon? This man is an Uldan merchant, here at the behest of House Forton. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Forton? Then he couldn't possibly. Though there were those Sorry. Though there were those two wards that... What? Though there were those two wards that... Oh, that was a strange sentence. And they were acquitted of all charges in a trial by combat. And if he demands the right to... Then I would personally have to... Oh, dear. Oh, no. He's going to have to do a trial by combat if he's wrong. 1,000 apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer, and as you may have guessed, I'm an inquisitor who's been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. A heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me? Aye, a man, rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. Oh no, they think Hildebrand is a heretic? This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildebrand. Could he be a fan? Immediately going to the wrong conclusion. Say again? You're acquainted with such a man? Uh-oh. I see. And the man you're looking for is Lord Godbert's son. It would seem our investigations may be connected. So, I put to you a proposal. The first reported sightings of the heretic I'm tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there together. It is, after all, possible that we're seeking the selfsame individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehend him, that we might resolve this matter without incident. That would be very beneficial. I say we go with him, Dexter. This looks to be our best lead yet. Oh, certainly sounds like it, yep. Then I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I last laid eyes on my beloved son, and if there's a chance we might be reunited, I should be glad to seize it. Then it's settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once. Well, here's the thing. I guess Nashu's calculations were that far off, because we're... Oh, wait. Oh, we're actually not that far from Falcon's Nest, I'm realizing, so it should be relatively in the same area. Right? Should be. Alright, speak with Redwald at Falcon's Nest. I can do just that. Back over to Falcon's Nest and see what Redwald has to say about our inspector friend. And back this way. Yes. Good day, Redwald. It's been a while. How are you doing? Wait, Godbard's wearing the fur boots and gloves? That's new. Everything else is the same. Master Gravel, are these your traveling companions? In a sense. The mysterious muscular vagabond. Ah, yes. A patrol sighted him lurking near the dusk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him. But rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely warranted a mention of my report. Aha! The unmistakable scent of heresy. Ah, of course you would think that. Terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. I wonder if we've met his mentor. He reminds me of someone. Still, much as I hope to find your passing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds, and he's itching for some kind of action. It's gotten so bad that some are speculating our funding may be reduced. Or worse, that the Inquisition's operations might come under review. That is why, Haloni as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice, and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Well, let's hope that's the case. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. What? Nashu, what was up? Were you just about to fall asleep or something? Still, if you're set upon your course, you might begin your search near the Dusk Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, I rest assured that you will share in the glory. Ah. I guess that's kind of you. Of course they would be because you were apprehending a heretic. The hunt continues. Onward to the Dusk Vigil. I'm told that region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. Oh, don't worry, I'm always dressed well. And as is Godbert. Then again, a lot of times you just see him with less than what he's currently wearing. Alright, we're heading very much north. How far north exactly? Is it all the way north? No, not all the way, but very far north still. Still a fair distance, however. Good lord. Why does it always take forever to get from one place to another in this game? Especially if there's no aetherites in the area I want to go to. Good lord. There's nothing on the way, sadly. This area is south of Banepool. Yeah, because that's the south of Banepool. So Banepool is... Yeah, Banepool is this whole lake area that's in front of the Dusk Vigil. South of the Dusk Vigil. Yeah. Am I there yet? No. Darn it! Ooh. Player with some kind of thingy. Looks odd. Oh, need to go this direction a little bit. There we go. Now we're heading in the right direction. Technically. How? Okay, I think I'm heading... I'm almost directly heading towards it. And... aha! I was directly heading towards it. Good. Ah, finally made it! How'd you guys get here before me? Look! It's frozen! Wait, does that mean the fish are frozen too? Well, usually it's only the top that's actually frozen, so you don't need to worry about that. He is wearing less! I wasn't expecting him to be wearing less. This land has a beauty all its own, don't you think? A pity my dear wife wasn't here to enjoy it. Oh. Yeah, where is she anyway? Huh. You apparently didn't dress for the cold, did you? I trust you're managing. Good. It would be a shame if we had to turn back now. Certainly. Especially going through all that cold all over again. Okay, survey the area and see where the heck he could be. I don't think he's actually here, though. They said he fled, so he might not still be here. Either that or he's inside the Dusk Vigil somehow. Fury, take me, it's freezing! This is a waste of time. No living thing could survive this god's forsaken wasteland. Speak for yourself. Someone who can very much survive this is standing right next to you. And knowing Inspector Hildebrand, he would do the same. Over there! Look! Someone's coming from the vigil! Inspector! Inspector, is that you? Could it be? Is it actually? Oh? Ah! So close. As I live and breathe, of all the places to be reunited with Master Zombibrand's compatriots, how fare you all this fine evening? Hark! A heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics! He's not a heretic. He's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far from Ul'dah, good sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence, so when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught. Ah, truly? Every last one? Dead? That is to say, irrevocably dead? If it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it's more than a little disappointing, you understand. A little bit. Especially since we're realizing this is not who we're looking for. Then, my calculations were wrong? The inspector didn't land in Korthus? Now, do not fret so. If it is our our overlord, why did I think beloved? If it is our overlord you seek, then you're in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Dead Men, our fates and our ether are inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now. Truly, good sir? You can guide us to Inspector Hildebrand? As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends. Well, it's good to know that he's using his nose for good deeds rather than actually trying to eat people. So, oh. I was gonna ask how you're faring. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness which must needs be burned out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes? Nothing? Confound it, they've left us behind! Ah, you're not paying attention. Whoops. For some reason, I thought he was looking at me, and I had to look away. It's like, nope, I wasn't paying attention to you at all. Don't worry. Turns out we were just left behind, just now realizing. Whoops. Oh. Ah, it's because I'm meant to talk to him next, except it doesn't... Wait, it doesn't show up on my list? Really? Why? Huh. Weird. Why doesn't it show up? I thought it would be... Huh. Oh, I guess it's because it's a new quest, not a continuation. Don't call it a comeback. Seer's look of utter confusion is one you know all too well. A little bit. Who do they think they are commandeering this investigation? And employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It beggars belief. We must regain control of the situation. With me, Dexter. I'm with you, sir. Alright, speak of the gentleman dead man. He's all the way to the west. Over by the Gorgone holding. Ah. Easy enough to get over to. It's slightly further than I thought it would be. For some reason, that it would be near these windmills. But that's not Gorgone holding. That's the Gorgone mills. So it's in... Actually, it's right around here, isn't it? Pretty close. Ah, there they are. Oh. So he's in this area, perhaps? Oh, you might have lost track of him. Oh, no. Sicknesses want to fester and spread, yes? Is it truly safe to consort with this man? That thinks less of him just because he's a zombie, huh? Simply basking in this magnificent scenery fills me with inspiration. Ah, yes, you're always about inspiration. This will certainly help with your artistry. Inspector! Inspector! Sorry, I don't think he can hear you. He's probably just stuck on the ground. That's probably why he can't hear us. Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombiebrand is indeed nearby, but there's also something else. Mayhap a powerful magic, confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area. Now see here, these wastes are infested with wild beasts, and you would have us split up? Yes. Dexter can handle himself, true, and you clearly no reason to fear death. But what of Mistress Nashu? She is much more resilient than you might think. Ah, I take your meaning. My good zombie, Dexter, pray see to the lady's protection. Oh, so we're going to protect her while they go look. Ah. Inquisitor Seer, would you care to take the lead? Okay. Come on, you two. The inspector's out there somewhere. Right. So we're heading off in that direction? Yes, we are. How far? Oh. To an area I don't believe I've actually been to before. Either that or I have and never really had need to be there specifically. Nope, never had to be here before. This is new. Let's see. Where art Nashu? Aha! Oh. Yep, I was correct. I see him. Oh, boy. Ah! Those sculpted legs clad in gentlemanly trousers. I know them. I do too, strangely enough. I'm not entirely sure why. Do you, Nashu? Look, Dexter! That's got to be the inspector! What, behind the Yeti? Yes. And he's surrounded by giant, fluffy, man-shaped gazebos! Oh, she thinks Yetis are gazebos? What? Nay, my lady, those are not mere gazebos. Note their regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos! Oh, wait. Are they actually called gazebos? I thought they would be called Yetis. Whoops. Fearsome yet fastidious foes who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. Unless they're both dumb enough to think they're both called gazebos. Uh-oh, they're getting closer. Only Dexter can save Master Zombiebrand now. I'll try. I'm pretty sure I can. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're like, what, 6 levels under me right at this point? Yeah, that sounds about right. Make sure I'm set this properly, and go! Hi! Yep, they're 6 levels under me. Sorry. Woo! No, thank you! Get this going and grind! Wow! That was a lot more damage than I thought. Good lord. Okay, gentlemanly legs, let's get you out of there. What a sight. Well, the danger's past, so you can help out now if you want to. Inspector! Inspector, can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. He wouldn't actually be dead, would he? I mean, he's not moving at all. Oh, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch cold. I'm pretty sure he's been there for a long time. I don't like that sound effect. Or this visual. Up and at him! Everyone is waiting for you! Wow, he's really stuck. Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear. Aha! We have friends. Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Something, certainly. Fury take me, is that my heretic? Confound it, I wanted him alive. Inspector Hildebrand is definitely not a heretic. And he's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating, like last time. Hildy ever was a late riser. Fear not, my wife and I had our ways of waking him. Uh-oh, what are you gonna do? I'm not sure if I like where this is going. Oh, yep. Yep! I don't like where this is going. Oh, boy. Hildebrand... What? Right this instant! I couldn't even read the whole thing in time. Uh-oh. I think that was a little too powerful, buddy. It worked, but still. Ah, there we go. Welcome back to the land of the living, stupid. And... whee! This is probably gonna hurt. But you're definitely gonna survive this knowing both of you. Seismic toss! Did you just plant him back in the ground again? Yep, even further into the ground. God damn it, Godbert. Was that the Manderville meteor strike or the Manderville meteor drive? Bah, maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Uh-oh. Out you go! What the heck? Splendidly suplexed, Lord Godbert! Was that thing underground with you the whole time? Or was that thing underground before you got there? Where am I? The snowy wastelands of Corthus? And who are these people I see before me? Do you not recognize us? Ah, but of course! Who else would venture into inhospitable climes and wake me from a slumber sweet but my beloved fans? That's one way of looking at it. Why do I feel as though I've stepped through a portal and into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic? You and me both, buddy. Do get used to it. Around him specifically. What is that? A mammet? Where did it come from? Yeah, good question. Was that here this whole time and did he just happen to land exactly where it was buried? Oh, that? When my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. Is that like Vivi or something? A little Lalafellin girl? Oh, it's a female? How adorable! Nashu, please. Note the firm muscular legs, not unlike my own. 'Tis clearly a Lalafellin boy. Ah, okay, misgendering. I see. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You cannot possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity. Okay, that works. Right? There, that ought to do it.
What is this place? Who am I?
Absolutely taken by this little guy already. Wow. I mean, I kind of am too. I think he does look very cute. I will not lie. Oh, question marks. No one knows what he's called. 'Tis not in all creation that cannot be repaired with a little tender love and care. Ah, that's why. Master Zombabrand is alive and full of beans. It's a miracle. Why is he full of beans? What? Surely there's a perfectly logical explanation for all of this. Knowing Hildebrand, it's logic and not. Inspector Hildebrand's back! And he brought a friend. Not intentionally, I don't think.
I remembered nothing.
Oh. Case of amnesia. A little bit like Vivi, kinda. Although it wasn't necessarily amnesia, it was just the fact that he didn't know his purpose, I think. It would seem that although Father's ungentle administrations served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory.
How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember?
Do not worry, young man. Everything will be all right. Take it from me. I've lost my memory more times than I can even remember.
Then can you help me to remember?
Hearken to me now, for I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesiac hobbledehoy. That's a strange term for him. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights. Okay. Effective as your explosions were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi, probably Gigi, lacks the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach.
Gigi? Is that my name?
When you awoke, you were muttering G. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance for you. So until such time as we learn your real name, I say, why not adopt it as a playful moniker? But that's just a sound all mammets make. What kind of imbecile does that goes around and names a mammet GG anyway? I can think of one.
Gigi. I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am?
Patience, Gigi. This is only the beginning. Next, we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Back to the city, folks! Man, he's even animated to walk a lot like Vivi, too. Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I, too, must make my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Certainly wouldn't want that to happen. Bound for Thanalan? Then allow me to accompany you. Julianne will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer. Though, perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. So, she's aware you've been gone for a long enough time? Oh boy. This is rather a lot to digest. Though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he's not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. Good to know, I guess. Oh, another mysterious figure. Same one as last time or a different one? Most likely different. Because we apprehended the last one last time, didn't we? No. Did he get away? I actually don't remember. Oh, no. Okay, speak to Seer in Foundation. Back all the way back to Foundation. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, I set my retainers to do ventures. Looks like they're done, but I'll worry about that later. I'm headed... Well, oh, there's Seer. I thought I saw a notification over here. Ooh, recruitment notice or something? I'll look into that later. Fury take me, that man. Dexter. I suppose you've heard the news then, that Inspector Hildebrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity. Makes sense. If you're looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God's nowhere with that mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition's concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dusk Vigil, sickness which has since been purged. Did you purge that zombie then? Uh-oh. So it would seem that all is right with the world once more. For now. I've no doubt that the inspector will turn up again like a bad gill, and when he does, trouble is sure to follow. Oh yeah, knowing him, definitely. Okay, yeah, I figured there was more to this. There couldn't have just been finished with that. Oh! What? That's it? For the first chapter, at least? Well, he's gonna be recurring, I can tell from that. Oh. Ooh. See you, Inspector! In like a few minutes. So I guess that was all that they had available when the quest was initially added in patches. So let's see what they added after that. The GG situation. Seer must once more enter into a world he does not quite understand. Yeah, I kind of figured that was to be the case. I pray this eve finds you well, Dexter. Oh, it actually is an evening. What do you know? Or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammet to me. What for? Why do you need the mammet? 'Twas under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and one who can say what secrets or heresy it might hold. Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection. Inspection? Is that what it's literally going to say? What the hell? And if needs must, destroy it. Oh, don't destroy Gigi. We just found him. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, it must be made to see that this is the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Sure. Fury be praised, at least you have seen reason. Pray, let us pray he will as well. He might. I'm given to understand that while the inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammet in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Fraudulent Manor. With any luck, they'll be there now. Aha! Right back to where we first saw them the last time. Alright, back to... outside House Fraudulent Manor. Get the ride over back to the last vigil. And then, there you are. And Gigi's here too. Hey, buddy. To the very pinnacle of the heavens. What? Are you trying to quote Hildebrand for some reason? Isn't she adorable? Oh, still not sure what gender they are, huh? Either not sure or just keeps saying the same thing just because they want to. Verily shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens. Wait. That's exactly what not Thancred, but La Habrea said in the end of this heavens, the A Realm Reborn story. Good God. For the answers we seek, every day shall we be filled with the grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hills. We don't really want to go there, though. Just so. Such is the creed of Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Oh no, you really are mimicking him. I don't know if that's good or bad. Well posed, Gigi, well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Halonic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you to surrender that mammet of suspected heretical origin to my custody. Why, hello there, Dexter! And Inquisitor Seer, ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when it's plain to see that he's merely a precious young lad. Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl. As if those big, beautiful, boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity. Nashu, please. Were you not witness to the magnificent display of Mandervillian masculinity mere moments ago? That's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. Is Gigi actually gonna start posing for both of them? At some point? Also completely ignoring his request to hand him over. Master Gravel? Inspector Sear? What's all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Ah, hello, sir. Nothing. Why? Oh, Lord Edmund. My sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I've come to seize this mammet on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the inspector before you arrived. At which point they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi a boy or a girl? 'Tis clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fairy, take me, not you too! Has the whole world gone mad? Fine, but even supposing that Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined he's not a threat. I beg your pardon? Miraculous resuscitation? Yeah, we just found him. I see. Then, until such time as Gigi recovers his memory, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House Manderville. I would even stand as witness here and now if you wish. Ooh. Wait, we're gonna adopt? Then that would make me Gigi's father? You have a kid? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, of course. I'll do it. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Manderville. That would make him a Nuldan citizen, wouldn't it? Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy! The inspector's finally become a father! It's so beautiful. Quite. Now that you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you're free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmund. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son, we must away! Oh boy. Oh, Lone, I would not presume to question your grand design, but confound it all. Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I'm still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. True. Just don't stalk him. Or just them in general. Please? Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is as hale and healthy as ever. Not that I would ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent. I guess that's that. So I guess we gotta go find him again to figure out what the heck. Yep, follow Gigi. Where did they go? They went north somewhere, right? Oh, not that far. Whoop, wrong button. This one. They are above? Yes. Where are you, Gigi? Wait, whoa. Oh, in the courtyard over here. Ow! Hi, guys! How long must I stand around waiting for that mammoth to do something passively heretical? Well, you're gonna be here for a long time if it turns out he's not heretical at all. Ah, man, I meant to talk to the other two first. Come now, Gigi. Surely gazing upon this wondrous work of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand manor of House Duran... House... Start. What? Pray do not fill the mammet's head with such nonsense. That is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know, I work there. Furthermore, I'm quite certain that there is no House Duran Sart, and that is rather a ludicrous portmanteau of the four high houses. He said all four houses at once. That makes a lot of sense, actually, including that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption.
Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing.
I say, rather than parading him before the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos. I don't think that's really going to stir much in him, but sure. It's better than nothing. All right, off to the stables then. Unfortunately, I'm in a spot where it's not easy for me to get to an aetheryte. Oh, never mind. It's right over here. Whoops. I thought that for some reason the one on my map was actually higher up than me. All right, we're heading off to the... not the broom. The Skysteel Manufactory. There we go. All right, then from here, head down. I'm out of sprint already. Darn it. Okay, where exactly? Ah, there you are. Hi. I see you're still here. Patience, patience. A watched heretic never sins. So, you're not gonna watch him then, even though you said you were going to? Such noble creatures, chocobos. How many halcyon days did I pass in the saddle, racing across the windswept plains? Ah, so you've owned a chocobo before. So if I wanted hair that color, I'd have to eat plums, val fruits, and pineapples? But how many? I don't think it works that way for people. I know that apparently it's supposed to work that way for chocobos, because I actually got a few items without realizing. Splendid specimens of horse bird flesh. Would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them can make first place at the saucer. These chocobos are the pride of the Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos, it might help. I don't think it can.
It didn't.
So can it actually smell? You know, just because you found him in a Korthan snowbank, it doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets and exposing him to all manner of goods from across the Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Great, you're giving him ideas now. Wait, am I now complicit in this farce? Fury, forgive me.
It's okay, buddy.
At least it's gonna be. Oh, Gigi's still here? What? I thought he was following them. But I want one! I want one! Buy me a chocobo, please, father! Ooh. Something that might stir a memory within him. Uh-oh. Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. Doesn't even care.
Am I that strange looking?
Oh no. I guess people don't really see mammets a lot in this area. Okay, so we're heading off to the Jeweled Crozier next to see if the being around all kinds of items around Eorzea springs something to mind for him. Maybe? I hope the fact that he was looked upon that way doesn't affect him negatively. I hope it doesn't. Where are we going? Oh, all the way back over back where we found Nashu. Okay. Didn't realize we were going all the way over here. Okay, for some reason I wasn't sure what Nashu was looking at earlier. Receive your orders, detain your heretic, meet your quota. Fury take me if it used to be so simple. Frightening on occasion, I grant you, what with my mentor's little episodes, but simple nonetheless. Little episodes. I take it your master is not a kindly sort. What if I picked one of these eyes with my eyes closed and gave it as a name day gift to myself? Oh, I wonder what it'd get me. Oh, that's funny. These goods could fetch a high price, Nulda. Ah. I was trying to talk to the merchant first, but okay, that works too. So?
Why bother? It's no use.
No use? Now, Gigi, you must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi, spirits. Uh-oh. Someone catch that? Nope. So, now what? My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon? Could this be the opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? You just... Okay. We all saw it, though. One waged by you, your wild gesticulations, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase cost. Well, the vendor would. 123,504,000 gil at last estimate. 'Twas over 700 years old, and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and 1 duke. Wow, you know a lot about that. 100 million gil? What, oh Lone, why have you forsaken me? You're not the one paying for it, Hildebrand is. He's the one that broke it, right? Oh. Time magic. Well, would you look at that? Okay, what conclusion are you going to come to? If any. You don't look like you're coming to a conclusion. It's a miracle! Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself!
Did I do that?
Gigi, my boy, that was marvelous! You're a born artisan, just like father!
Papa Hildy's papa?
Your grandpa, Godbert. The man who woke you with a few gentle taps to the noggin. I wouldn't call that gentle. You wouldn't believe what else he can do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands, I'm sure they'll love to see that trick of yours. Do not demean this mammet's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it.
This mammet.
Sir, I say, sir, 100 million gil for the mammet. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless vase. You're trying to buy him, huh? My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price. It's not exactly flesh and blood, but I understand the sentiment.
Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we can deny the truth no longer. I am a mammet.
At least he knows what he is. Gigi, whatever has gotten into you? You're my son. You're a Manderville man. Listen to your papa, Gigi. You're a Manderville girl, through and through.
Stop it, both of you. You're not my papa or my mama.
Oh, you made him angry. I guess placing that title on him against his will would probably do that. It's too bad I can't see where he went from here. That would have been great. Ah, the unmistakable scent of, well, perhaps not heresy exactly. Regardless, that mammet's power cannot be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. Yes, which is why I say we go after him. What do you say, Nashu? Oh, children do say the most hurtful things. Ah, I see. Well, it is only to be expected. Gigi is at a rebellious age. You don't even know how old Gigi is. Strange as that may sound, I too tested my parents' patience, and that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I. I say we find out what's gotten into him thinking he's a mammet. Well, he is. But he is a mammet! How can you not... Oh, never mind. Good God. Oh boy, so delusional these two are. Just so we're clear, you do agree that it's a mammet, right? You don't honestly believe that, do you? Believe that, you know? I mean, it's one of the two? Leaning more towards one than the other. I'm sure he didn't mean what he said about his Papa Hildy. Which means... he thinks I'm his mama? Oh boy. Ooh, the measure of a mammet. Hildebrand knows in his heart that love transcends dimensions of time and space, definitions of man and machine. The course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildebrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead. Let's hope so. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammet. We should begin by speaking with the sentries stationed at the city gates and the airship landing. If, Fury help us, he has left Ishgard, we need to know about it sooner rather than later. I'll visit the Ark of the Worthy, while the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory, after which we'll regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed. Here we go, people. Time to investigate where the heck Gigi went. Alright, speak of the Harrowart in Foundation. I can do that. I hope. Yeah, I should be able to. Foundations, they said over by... I'm blanking on exactly where they said already. Oh no. That bodes ill. Okay, so they said the Foundation. Ah, yes, the Skysteel Manufactory. That's right. Oh, the gate leading... Oh, the gate leading back towards the western... The Western Highlands? Yeah. Oh, wasn't the Western Highlands? What am I thinking? Wait. Yes, it is. Ah! I'm thinking of things incorrectly. The Central Highlands was the area from where we're born. This is the Western Highlands. That's right. Little fellow with a wide-brimmed hat? Aye, he came through here. Bought passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. Where did he get the money? One of them who was named Lalafels, right? Funny little buggers. Present company accepted, like. He seemed keen to be anywhere but here. Good people, you Lalafels. Industrious folk, salt of the earth. Like that waitress that they've got down at the Forgotten Knight. Though I doubt you sing or dance half as well as she does. Which is fine. I ain't judging. I mean, I did take up a job that allows me to do that. Does that count? Well, if Gigi left the city, it was not by the main gates. And the sentries at the airship landing have seen no one matching his description. Falcon's Nest? Theory take me, we must return to that freezing pit of despair. Yeah, unfortunately. Wherever So Gigi goes, I will follow him and find him and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the winds. You sure about that? Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when I last saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that it was, in fact, a mammet. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to Western Kurthis, that famous breeding ground for heresy, where we first found him. Home to his heretic masters, to share with him the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy! Oh boy, he's a little too gung-ho about this. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch! Inspector, I'm starting to think that Inquisitor Seer might not think very highly of our little girl. It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. Until such time as he does, we should endeavor to surreptitiously bring him around to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtlety in all things, Nashu. That is the Manderville way. No, it's not. You should know better than that. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go find Gigi, huh? Rendezvous with Seer outside Falcon's Nest. Alright, so where'd you go, buddy? There you be. Whoa, we found footprints. Aha! I knew it. The mammet immediately left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she'd look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. Any what? Hey, Inspector, I think I just had one of those moments, you know, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Godbert. I did tell her her grandpa might like like to see the tricks of hers. Brilliant deduction, Nashu. He must be eager to meet his grandparents, but Godbert isn't... Wait, no. They said he was having a thing in Western Kurthis with his wife. That's right. The selfsame ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father. What a fine young gentleman, eager to explore his heritage. Let us make haste, friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandervilles beckons. Let's hope that's the case. I really can't be bothered. No quips, huh? I guess not. Alright, let's follow the footprints. The tracks continue to the north. Alright, let's head north then. How far north? Not too far north, thankfully. And it is below us. Down here! Ah, there it is. More footprints! They lead further north? Yes. Then let's head further north. Ooh, not that far north this time. Much shorter distance. Oh. What is happening here? Oh, Godbert! Oh! Wait a minute. This is an interesting story. They took out a bunch of Steinbecks and they just started having a snowball fight? What? Why? And what happened to Gigi? The mammet lies motionless in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speed. He got knocked out by a snowball. Okay, let's provide aid. This is so silly. What the heck?
My head. Who? Oh, it's you. You followed me.
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, it's because people are looking for you. Oh, Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he is glad to see that you're unharmed. He looks completely, you know, not worried about anything. Probably doesn't even know we're here. It would seem that he was struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged? As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi. We Mandervilles are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth of no fewer than 24 occasions, several times from bombs above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. Very thick-headed. I expect the earth was no less brilliant for the experience either. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? Yeah. What good fortune to cross paths with you, not so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian. But how rude of me. How would you care to join us? That's not why we're here. Grandpa Godbert! Grandpa Godbert!
Mama Nashu says you wield the power of life and death. I beg of you, Grandpa Godbert, grant me life. Make me a real boy.
Pinocchio! He wants to be a Pinocchio! This is gonna be interesting if that turns out to be something that is entirely possible. I don't think it actually is, though. That's really gonna dash his hopes. Oh, they're actually gonna try it? Does Godbert even know how to do it? Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little.
I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy.
Oh boy, here we go again. Yeah, you might have the right of it. Wait, you're the only one doing it, though. Oh. You must think that something weird, bad is going to happen. Then let us begin. Yeah, it's just very simple. Oh, what? All I did was remove his clothes. Oh, but the body looks different now.
This body, it's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpa Godbert, thank you.
Ah, but I have not even begun to begin. Fire gods, guide my hammer. Here we go. Even more modification. The only one to not be back away. Not have backed away. You okay, Nashu? There's a lot of spinning. So... Papa Hildy, I'm a Manderville man. Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Okay, something's gonna happen. I don't know what. Papa Hildy! Gigi! Probably should have been saying it in slow motion. I know something's dumb is gonna happen, but I'm hesitant to say what it might be because I don't really know. Aside from maybe... Oh, yep. I think I know what's going to happen. Either he gets thrown away or gets slammed into the ground. right? And... oh! I was not expecting a clothesline. That face looks so stupid. And right into the ground. Why and how did Gigi even know to do that? Yep, it was directly into the ground. My God. Now that brings back some memories. Papa Hildy? Oh dear! Who could have done such a thing? Oh no, now he's just like... wait. Oh! The time magic affects even him. By the Fury, it's like the vase all over again. Miraculously restored to its original form. But that seemed to have happened unwillingly, though. So it happens against his wishes? Oh, so he's able to get himself out of the ground this time. Wasn't powerful enough, I guess. Gigi, my boy. Upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how should I put this, more manageable. And much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammet? Is that what's been troubling you all this time? But why didn't you say so? A Manderville man is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you a man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammet, you look them in the eye and say, "Nay, I am a Manderville mammet." Well done, well done. Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of House Minderville. Gods, I knew he was one. I knew he was fond of the mammoth, but did you hear that, woman? Our son's gone and had himself a son. Grandpa Godbert! Grandpa Godbert! Ah, it all makes sense now. Grandpa Godbert and Grandma Julian. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpa Godbert, Grandma Julian. A few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. Yeah, but how does she think of it? Not highly. Oh no. Yep, here we go. And what's so bloody grand about it? Might want a head start. There you go. Bye, friends! Damn, they can really run. But I'm pretty sure Julianne could catch up with them very easily. And yet she doesn't. I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody bargering mammet. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. I see, she wants an actual grandchild. Rather than... Fury take me. I'd heard the tales of dark nights before, but... No, it couldn't be. Well, I think it was something far worse. Heretical, like as not, but rules are damned. I'm not risking my life to find out. Good on you. You don't want to know. Fury hath no... what was it? I forgot I forgot that phrase already. Darn it, wish I didn't remember what it was. They're mad. Utterly mad. The whole damned lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence, I will never understand. Well, at least the mammet seems to overcome its existential crisis. Before today, I didn't know a mammet could even have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammet! Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? Fury take me, their idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure, report to your superior. One step at a time, one step at a time. Oh. Who hath we here? And there's 3 of them. Are those your superiors? It might just be... Alright, we're supposed to talk to Fear back at... Seer back at Foundation. I was literally gonna save Fear back in the Foundation. God damn it, what's wrong with me? And same spot as before? Yes. Ah, this must be the end of this particular one for that was added for the patch that it was included. Right then, my superiors, having been informed of the mammet's adoption by House Manderville, as witnessed by House Fortom, proceeded to take me to task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammet is the product of heretical machinations, and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove his incontrovertible fact. They may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories, and thrown himself wholly into this new life as a Manderville mammet, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. In any event, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say there's something exceedingly unusual about that mammet. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that vase, and itself to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I've ever seen before. I'm certainly not concerned, but intrigued by that as well. And this marks the end of the 2nd chapter. Yep, there we go. I see they've added a 2nd goblin to that list, or that lineup. Where do the goblins keep coming from? Okay, so I guess that the people showing off here was just who is related to that chapter, not who's gonna show up in the next one. I see. So it's gonna be whoever showed us up in the next chapter, whichever that's gonna include. Once more, probably. Rule of 3, I'm assuming. A gazebo to call our own. Seer may be the only man who has yet to drink from the well of madness. I don't think you want to. That you stand here before me is proof that Halone smiles upon me this day. I have need of your assistance, Dexter, and before you think to run away screaming in terror, I pray that you hear me out. I wasn't thinking of screaming in terror. Why would you think that? It concerns the esteemed and now missing and presumed dead Knights of the Heavens Ward. Oh. It was related to the Heavens Ward? Oh. Okay, so this... Wait. I was going to say this must have been added after the initial story, but these would have been added after the initial story anyway. None have returned to the capital since all the unpleasantness began, yet recently we've heard rumors of these honored sirs walking the streets. Oh no, are they zombies now? 'Tis heresy most foul, I say, and I mean to get to the bottom of it. We will need all the help we can get, which means, if you retake me, we could benefit from a certain individual's serendipity. Besides, if we don't seek him out, it's like to show up at the worst possible time anyway. At least this way it'll be in our terms, and we can keep an eye on that boy. The mammet. Yes, right. Oh, you must be wondering why I asked you to come. Well, you and the inspector seems to enjoy a natural rapport, so... Praise Helone, for a moment I was afraid you'd make me beg. This may well be my last chance to prove my worth to my superiors, and if I can't, to Fortom Manor. Okay, I really don't want to talk about what'll happen if you don't succeed. Okay, let's see what we can do. Back and talk to Hildebrand outside Fortom Manor. Where are you? Ah, back at the gazebo. That makes sense. A gazebo to call around. Do they want to make their own gazebo or move to one that's not here? Little Gigi's been a very naughty girl. What? Why have you been naughty? What happened?
But why, Papa Hildy?
Why what? What's happening? Because, Gigi, such behavior is unbecoming of a gentleman.
But why, Papa Hildy? Why is it unbecoming a gentleman?
Ah, Inquisitor Seer, Dexter. Good day to both of you. Are you come as adoring fans or on business? Business. Always business, you may rest assured. Ah, then I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am at your service. Is it robbery? Murder? Tax evasion? Avoision? Avoision? Wait, before you get into that, what's going on here? Much as it pains me to admit it, my beloved Gigi, the apple of my eye, the fruit of my loins, attempted to deface this lovely gazebo. Naturally, as his father, it falls to me to see him return to the straight and narrow. What were you doing?
That's not true. I was drawing a family crest for our home.
Oh. Now, Gigi, I know you're fond of this gazebo, as are we all, but it belongs to Lord Edmund. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmund, would you?
I guess not. Then where is our gazebo, Papa Hildy? And does it have a warm stove with a steaming kettle, too?
Oh, Gigi, don't you see? We have no need for kettles or gazebos. As gentlemen inspectors, the world is our oyster. We can go whither we please, where the red fern grows or the wild rose blooms. And yet you've been sleeping in Lord Edmund's gazebo for how long?
I don't care about wild roses. I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nashu.
Gazebos are quite expensive and dangerous if not domesticated. Dangerous indeed, my boy. And besides, we are gentlemen inspectors, free to travel the length and breadth of Eorzea in search of a case. Does that not sound more thrilling than whittling away the hours beneath the gazebo?
I guess.
If it's a case you want, you need not go so far. We're currently investigating reports of individuals masquerading as Knights of the Heavensward. Oh, so they're not actual returned Heavensward. They're people masquerading. Or maybe that's just a rumor. These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several hapless maidens into attending private parties for a small fee, with the promise of enjoying the company of these great sirs. Those who were foolish enough to attend found their experiences to be so traumatizing that they've refused to discuss them in detail. Needless to say, your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated, and for it you shall receive due compensation. Say no more, Inquisitor. Say no more. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am well versed in the ways of the fairer sex. Are you now? Since when? Mummy! Mother dearest, I was under the impression you had departed for Ul'dah. And leave my beloved boy to keep on playing at being an inspector, as well as a father to a bloody mammet? Bugger that. You're coming home right this instant. How can you say such things? It's my life's calling to be an inspector. And Gigi is my son. He is a Manderville man. Grand as it is to see you, you've come at a most inopportune time. The young women of Ishgard are in need of a champion to defend them from the fiend's most foul. Come, Nashu. Come, Gigi. We shall demonstrate to my mother our peerless investigative skills and bring these criminals to justice. And I guess I'm gonna help. Somehow. Thal's balls, he's stubborn. Probably gets it from his sorry arse of a father. I trust your lot will keep him out of will help me keep him out of trouble. Right then, come along. Yep, we got roped into it against our will. Then again, we were looking into it anyway. Well, that could have gone better. And worse. Let's not keep them waiting. Good idea. Especially not Julian. Alright, so where are we going? Question maidens at the last vigil. Okay, so we have someone to the south. Where could you... Oh, there you are. A world-weary maiden. Oh, all three of them are actually right here. Okay, I see. Hello. Please, do you think me so foolish to fall for their charade? From what I heard from the others, said knights bore not even the slightest resemblance to the Heaven's Ward. As if I had not already memorized every detail of my Sir Adelphil's face. Oh, wherever could he be? I don't want to break it to you, so I won't. Then again, actually, are they dead? I don't actually know. I know that, Thornton is, right? I don't know about the other Sirs, though. I'm truly outside her am I truly outside her grace? My allowance, all gone to waste on those... I dare not say. Mayhap those awful rumors are true. Mayhap I must needs accept that he now walks in Haloni's halls. Oh, yeah, I think they really are dead and they don't even realize. Oh dear, that is not good. Oh, there you are. Still keeping tabs on them, of course. What in the seven hells so damn appealing about getting paid a pittance to do with a watch's job for him? Not much, apparently. What are you doing over here? I thought you were supposed to be asking... Oh, Seer is the one doing it.
Who needs a gazebo? I do.
Well, let's hope we find a better one for you then, hopefully. There must be at least one fair maiden who can tell us something of value. It's most likely the one that Seer's talking to. Either that or one will show up after this. That's just an assumption. If the knights aren't supposed to, then why are they so popular with the highborn ladies? Oh, that's a good question. Huh. I can say one thing with absolute confidence. They're all quite mad. Mad as in angry or mad as in crazy? Probably the former. I demand satisfaction! Swift and terrible vengeance! How dare they prey upon a lady's emotions to line their pockets with gil? If Sir Cherubert were here, he'd purge the lot of them like the festering sickness they are. Yes, a pity he too remains missing. So very much a pity. Aha. Oh, now we just talked to Hildebrand. Okay, so we don't talk to anyone new.
Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy! That grandma over there is staring at us.
Now, Gigi, a gentleman must be more careful with his words. First of all, you have only one grandmother. Second, and this is tremendously important, never, ever call her that. At least, not yet. Promise?
Yes, Father. I promise not to call Grandma Julienne Grandma Julienne.
Except she heard that.
Greetings, milady.
Oh, wow, he's shifted real quick. Oh, ain't you a charmer? And here I was thinking I might have to rip your bloody head off if you said the G word one more time.
Like that, Papa Hildy?
Ah, my faithful assistants. Have you gleaned any new information?
Sadly, no.
Other than the fact that these women scorn and seem to detest the fake knights with every fiber of their being. These two women were telling me all about what they do if they cornered Sir. Is this the best you can do then? Bloody oaths and girlish fantasies? And you call yourself a Manderville man? I assure you, Mother, we're only just getting started. The tapestry of lies and deception behind which the truth hides is often unraveled with the tug of a single loose thread. And hopefully we find one soon. I say, young lady, I would beg but a moment of your time. Nice try. Somehow I doubt that young lady was targeted by the charlatans we seek. But she might still know something. Aye, 'tis true. I too was taken in by the false promises of those awful, awful men. Oh, so she actually was. Long have I yearned for a chance to meet Sir Valgine. So when they said I finally could, I didn't hesitate for even a moment. But when they escorted me to the manor and undid the blindfold, and I looked into the hideous faces of those so-called grand sirs, I screamed and fled. They were gone when I returned with the watch, but their neighbors said that they had overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Idleshire. I know it's not much, but I pray this information helps you in your search. Wow, that was actually helpful. My lady, I swear to you here and now, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall not rest until these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. Good to know we're in good hands.
Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip hooray. And there you have it. Our quarry can be found in Idleshire. Come, my loyal assistants. Justice waits for no gentleman. That's all well and good, but I've never heard of this Idleshire. Have you?
I did.
You mean you're to travel to Dravania hinterlands? Right now? Just like that?
Yep.
Okay, rendezvous with Hildebrand in Idleshire. I keep pressing wrong buttons again. Stop it.
Whee!
Alright, so where are they hiding? This direction. Are they outside? Wait, are they? What? Where are they? Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, is it this? Aha, there we go. Okay, I was correct. For some reason I thought they were outside of the city. I don't know why. There they are. Oh, and Julianne actually decided to join us for this. Oh, can I keep one? I promise I'll walk him and feed him and put fresh herbs into his mask every day. You want a pet goblin? What? Why? No, I don't want to. Darn it, I wanted to talk to the other ones. Shoot. Truly, this magnificent settlement is a testament to the hard work and camaraderie of her Uplander and Gobby citizens. Yes, well, I'm just glad we're no longer being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and bomb-throwing goblins. You know, the other ones. But they were no match for Lady Julianne and that pan of hers, am I right? I want to see her make the bad gobbies fly again. God's sakes, Hildy, except in Dexter, this lot will be dead in a ditch somewhere if it weren't for me. Nonsense. I would never let any harm come to my loyal assistant or my beloved son. Well, it's good to know they're in good hands. If I may interject. Now then, let us split up and question the good people of Idleshire. Not even paying attention. My keen inspector sense tells me that one of them has knowledge of the false knights we seek. Yeah, it's going to take a while for you to get used to the fact that he can just interject like that. Or not let anyone else interject. Okay, so we're going to talk to residents of Idleshire. See what they have to say about where these false knights could be. And we have one... Loudjocks? Are you one of them we can talk to? Ah.
Yes, Loudjocks knows of Grand Sirs. Sneaky uplanders keep to themselves. Mingle not with gobby flock. But each to own, Loudjocks says. No questions, only jingly shine.
Okay, so that's sadly not going to help. I mean, it helps to know that you know of some? Technically? Who else can we talk to? Aha! Oh, you must be talking about them Grand Sirs. They drifted into Idleshire some time ago, as I recall. Pay visits to the Grand Library, though I couldn't tell you why. Ah, that's unfortunate. Well, let's see what, Midnight do? No. We talked to an exceedingly experienced treasure hunter. Oh, hi, Seer. Could it be? Good. What? What are you talking about? What's happening? Oh, I know all about the Grand Sirs. They keep to themselves in that building up there, south to the round spot. You best watch out, though. They're a dangerous bunch, liable to kill you for looking at them cockeyed. It's entirely possible that I've gone completely and utterly mad, but are you perchance the long-lost twin sister of an Ishgardian noblewoman? What? Look behind you, a three-headed Goobu! Why do I feel like I've not seen the last of that old woman? I don't think we did either. I certainly don't think we did. Okay, so we're heading south? Oh! We just talked to Hildebrand and Gigi again. Ah, there's Julian. So where's... Is Nashu around here? Nashu! Are you somewhere around here? Ah, there you are. Ooh, even more dainty gifts for me. Wow, he's still shopping for that stuff? Have you gotten something for yourself already then, or not? Probably haven't since you said that. We gotta talk to Julian first. A sorrier-looking city of vagabonds, cutthroats, and charlatans I've never seen. Don't you fall in with them, you hear? No comment. Hooray for everything! Everything? Apparently you really like this place, huh? Is that why? Ooh, are you gonna build a gazebo here, then? Maybe not build one, but maybe find one. I don't know if any gazebos around here, though. If only we had the testimony of a concerned citizen which could conveniently direct us to the villain's precise location. Ah, here's the thing. I ran into someone who matched that exactly. The Grand Sirs are holed up in a building to the south of the markets? Good show, Dexter. There, that's the one. Come, let's inform the others. That was quick. I thought we'd have to do a lot more searching than that. Now she's very much nonplussed. 'Twould seem that no one is home. There's naught we can do but wait then. For how long?
Papa Hildy, I just want to say that I really like this place. I think that you and me and Mama Nashu could have lots of exciting adventures if we stay here.
You may be right, Gigi. This community seems to have fostered an enlightened, free society, welcoming of honest souls willing to work and contribute to the greater whole. Did anyone happen to see a gazebo on the way in? Not really.
As I live in Hildebrand Hillier Maximilian Mandeville.
You know this guy? Could that be? I'd say, could that be Slowfix coin toss? You know him back? Do you know this Gabi Inspector? I most certainly do. Why, Master Slowfix was my very first employer. Your very first? Wow, you'll go way back then.
When traveling through Thanaland long ago, Gabi Flock was waylaid by Uplander bandits. With no jingly shine to pay brass blades, we had no way to blockade goods. Backtake goods. Until we make busy deal with Gentleman Uplander, that is. With fastness, he finds Uplander bandits and brings much bangy boom, and returns to Goody Gabi's missing goods and great justice. Henceforth, Slowfix gains new appreciation for Uplanders, but for a chance encounter with Gentleman Uplander, he never conceives of egalitarian utopia. One may even claim Hildy a founder father of Idleshire, with metaphorical tongue flaps, that is.
Metaphorical founder? Oh, the memories. It was a near thing, for the bandits were clever enough to see through my ingenious disguise as an instant milkmaid. But in my haste to escape, I tripped over a barrel of fire sand, and as they say, boom, gobby, boom. Oh, goom, bobby, doom. Oh, so busy deals for the no busy deals for the wicked? What? No busy deals indeed. But leaving that delightful anecdote aside, ye gods, Master Slowfix, just looking at what you and your flock have made these ruins is making me big eyes. Gabi Flock has come long way since wandering days, but we have not forgotten Gentleman Uplander's kindness. Slowfix is here to offer hand-lending. Well, far be it from me to refuse. So, how's this gonna work then? My son Gigi has grown quite fond of your magnificent city, and so I would like to stay here along with him and my assistant for a time. We would not require much in the way of accommodations. The humble gazebo, for example, would more than suffice. The most important quest line of the game? Ooh, nice. Didn't realize it was that important. Although, I'm wondering if you're joking. Not entirely sure. I wish I knew. Why settle for gazebo when perfectly good estate right behind you? Residents of building in arrears and Slowfix happy to evict them. But we're pursuing the fiends who lived here in suspicion of defrauding younger women. Fraud? In Slowfix's egalitarian utopia? This he will not abide. All the more reason to let Gentleman Uplander and his flocky stay instead of Grand Sirs. No need for jingly shine either. That was easy. Huzzah! A glint gazebo to call our own. Oh, yes, important if I enjoy silly hijinks. Of course I do. I do not know what to say. Thank you, Master Slowfix, thank you. No need for teary-eyed tongue flaps. Gabi Flock is possessed of moral obligation to repay Gentleman and Uplander for past generosity. Enjoy new gazebo, and good luck with hunt for Grand Sirs. So that means the Grand Sirs aren't actually here then. Darn it!
Papa Hildy, since this is our gazebo, is it okay if I draw our family crest on it?
I can think of no better way to celebrate this joyous occasion, and perhaps draw the ire of our new home's former tenants. Come, let us go and purchase some paints together. This gazebo shall be our canvas. I wonder how they're going to mess up the design on this one. Now he's gone and gotten himself a sudden gazebo? Bloody hells, if we really thinks I'm going to let him keep on playing of being a father? She really doesn't like this. So it looks like we might actually see the crest after all. We didn't even see what it is designed like either. So what are they going to design it to look like? Oh. It's just a picture of himself. Yeah, everyone looking bored. Oh, it's not just... Oh, that's amazing. done, Gigi. Well done. Well, that didn't seem to help much, though. Watch as a tumbleweed rolls by. It is a great painting. It is very fun. Still no sign of the notorious Grand Sirs. I dare say we're going to need more paint. I don't think more paint is the problem. I can think it's the fact that they're just no longer here. Oh, that was it? Wow. I thought there'd be more to it. I guess not. Okay, so let's see what everyone has to say now. That old woman must have followed us here from Ishgard. She's involved in this, that much is clear, but the question is how? Okay, yeah, so they are the same person then? Ooh. Yeah, so why would they lead us here? That is a good question. Why would they lead us here? Even supposing I were to turn a blind eye to his shenanigans, this is no place to raise a child. Yeah, I would sadly agree. Gigi's so talented, just like her grandpa. You think Godbert would be appreciative of this? Yeah, I think he would. How do you like my family crest? Oh, maybe I should have also painted Grandpa Godbert and my lady Julian. Ah, nice catch. Alright, what's next? Don't trust anyone over 60? Oh. Is it related to the lady that Seer just talked to? Hildebrand has never been a patient man. No, he hasn't. I see how his patience runs thin all of a sudden. Much as it pains me to admit it, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I dare say I could do with a spot of tea. Oh no, that's right, you can't trust me either! Oh no, I'm over level 60! Oh no! I should have done this quest earlier then. Hey, Inspector, is it me or have those two just been looking at us for the past few minutes? Oh, two people? Oh. Oh! Hey, I recognize those robes. Oh, 'tis quite normal behavior for my adoring fans, I should think. When finally presented with an opportunity to meet their idol in the flesh, all too many succumb to their fear and flee. Thinking they're his fans. Or he's their fans. Or maybe, just maybe, they're the Grand Bloody Sirs. Come on, they're getting away. Right, man, follow them. Yep, still hesitant to do any of this, but I get the feeling she's going to come around eventually. Okay, so where do they go? Outside the gates. Whoa, there we go. Time to go outside the gates to see where the heck these people went. Let's see, do they head south or west? South or west? South or west? Let's head south first, see if that helps. The answer was west. Wrong button. I meant to go this way. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, yeah, because that quest is all the way down here still. Okay, so they're over here somewhere. Just on the other side. Got it. That makes sense. Alright, where are you guys? Ooh, the quality of the quests only improves over time. Oh, I am looking forward to that. I have noticed, though, that there's been no combat aside from me fighting those two trolls back in Korthus. So I'm wondering if there are any dungeons like there were for the previous quests and the later ones. I'd love to find out. Please don't spoil. Then again, you can spoil, just don't spoil what they are. Fairy, take me. I haven't run like that since Sir Cherubert chased me up and down the steps of Faith, brandishing a flaming... Wait, where's Gigi? Gigi? Gigi! Oh no, Gigi's missing! Julian, we gotta help him! Huh. Spare the flaming rod, spoil the milksop. Hey, don't talk bad about them like that! How dare you? Where could those two have got to? Well, we're gonna find out when we talk to Hildebrand, I assume. Hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions! You've nowhere to run! Reveal yourselves at once! But will they? Is it just me, or is it more ominous the fact that it happens to be raining here? I shall not ask you again! Come forth, grand sirs! Name yourselves and answer for your misdeeds! Well, there's two of them. Why are they making this a little more epic than it kind of needs to be? Slayer of 1,000,000 worms, the silver spear which hath pierced the very heavens, Orland! Master of magics ancient and awesome, the divine hand which hath defeated all maladies save senescence and incontinence, Goonsport! Not Goon. Goonsport! Grand Sirs Excelsior! I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. Mayhap both. Alright, what's your grand speech? Grandsires, Grandsirs, you stand accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishgard to attend private parties under false pretenses, thereby inflicting upon them terrible financial and emotional distress. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am come on behalf of these poor, defenseless innocents, and see that no others are made to suffer as they did. Now lay down your arms and surrender yourselves into my custody. Ha! The audacity of this boy. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds. His words and deeds. Uh-oh! If this actually hits, it's gonna hurt. You will rue this day, and rue it hard! And here it comes! Man, he's getting really high up there. Gods, how I've missed this! The air streaming past, the blood pumping, the taste of copper in my lips, the slight dizziness. Oh no. It was on this day, it was on a day like this that we met, wasn't it? And when we soared into these azure skies, we never truly came back down. Excuse me? Is it gonna be stuck up there now? Somehow? Oh, is this a memory? Do mine eyes deceive me? Pig's knee of my heart descended from Helena's halls to guide me to her bosom? Oh, just a vision of his former wife, I assume. My beloved, my everything, long have I waited for this moment. Take me into your arms once more and lift me higher, higher, higher! Higher, higher, higher! But not too high. Yeah, what? He actually... Oh. Orland! 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 Oh. Ew. Well, he wasn't a Manderville. He wouldn't have survived that. Unless he actually did. That'd be a twist. Alas, poor Orland. I knew him not in the slightest, but he seemed a decent man. Chicanery and attempted murder notwithstanding. You will rue this day and rue it hard! Oh, do we actually get to see what actually happened to him? Yep. Oh. I was gonna say, did he not actually come down? But he must have. Yep, there we go. Wait, I've seen this before. All too recently. Yes, anyway, he's only mostly dead. If the Master of Magic's ancient and awesome here acts with haste, the man may yet be saved. Unless he doesn't actually know how to. Oh, wait. He doesn't even know, does he? Oh, you're referring to me. I see. With all haste, was it? Yes, I'll get right on that. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite... No, wait, no, that's not good. Let me see. Something of a rather less controversial tradition. Yes, something with more pep. A vortex of biting winds to rend the flesh and smite my foes. That clearly did not work. Foes? I thought you were friends. Yeah, okay, he's senile. Oh no. Oh, he actually was alive! Saint Rhea bugger me with a bleeding guy bog. I'm back! I'm back! Twould seem I've underestimated you lot. That makes two of us? Enough! Leave them be! Or do you not care what becomes of the mammet? Oh, it was the third one, and there's Gigi. Gigi! But when? How? I thought I recognized you. First in Ishgard, then in Idleshire. You've been following us since we left the capital. Bearer of faces fair and fearsome, the midnight shadow with has deceived kings and queens. Doris! You can't possibly have been so naive as to think we'd not see through your ridiculous disguises. Ran out of breath there, sorry. And yet here you are, so effortlessly and easily lured into our trap. Constantly healing him, for which we are most grateful, mind. My companions are hardly cut out for life on the road. All this has been in preparation for this moment. The parties, the petty schemes. From the first, the objective of this grand design has been this singular mammet. I swear to you, if you harm Gigi in any way, we have no desire to hurt the boy. We but require his help to reclaim that which we rightfully ours, our youth. Oh no! Confound it, I can't see! Now, are they actually gone? Damn, they're very slowly getting away. I thought as much. They're old. They wouldn't be able to get away so easily. Same.
Papa Hildy!
Gigi! Stay strong, my son. I swear I shall find you. They're right there. We could just walk up to them, right? No, we're gonna follow tradition and not. Okay. I'm game. Fine job he did protecting that mammoth of his, huh? Yeah, not very pleased with this. I can tell. Remind me again why we didn't just, I would like to know as well, but I guess we're just following their example. Do you think they're headed for the old mill? If not, can we go anyway? I haven't had cider in ages. Wow, really? 12 strike me down for a fool. So desperate I was to seize the grandsires that I failed to discern their true intent before it was too late. And now poor Gigi is in their clutches. What if I never see my beloved son again? I suppose we ought to be prepared for the worst. They could be halfway to Razat Han by now. I wish I knew where that was. I very much doubt that, given they were moving at Adamantoise's pace. Little Milksop's right. Let's get after the old buggers. Oh, so you were saying Milksop before you were referring to Sierra. I thought you were referring to the Gigi. That's what my mentor used to call me, among other things. Oh, the memories. Apparently he didn't like his superiors either. Okay, where is Hildebrand? Oh, actually, not that far south. Yeah, of course, the people couldn't have gone that far anyway. So where exactly? Right next to the... Okay, right next to the Arboretum. That's what it's called. Oh, wow, I almost missed you. Oh yeah, they really didn't get far. We mustn't act rashly. If they realize they're being watched, they may attempt to flee again. Very slowly. You mean like being out in the open like this, you mean? Well, they don't seem to be paying attention, so I guess we're in the clear. Let me guess. Wondering why I haven't gone and smacked them upside the head and put an end to this rubbish, huh? There's a time for cracking skulls and a time for letting your idiot of a son deal with his troubles on his own. That's why. Ah, very astute of you, I guess. Thinks he's sleeping or just resting his eyes? I'm going to guess tired. That's just me, though. Wrong one. I meant you. So, it seems that the grandsires have been caught once more by the very inspector that was trying to catch them. How ironic. Also, how premature. We have them, yes, but they still have Gigi. Damn it, if we only had some manner of opportunity would present itself. Like that? Ask and ye shall receive. We could ambush that wizened dragoon, take him hostage and demand an exchange. Inquisitor Seer, you disappoint me. A gentleman cannot condone the violent kidnapping and ransom of his elders. No, we shall approach this problem as paragons of honor and virtue. Dexter will stalk and subdue the grandsire, then relieve him of his armor. Oh, you're... How is stripping an old man naked more gentlemanly than taking him hostage? Rest assured, I shall reveal all soon enough. Godspeed, Dexter. You actually want me to just do this? Okay. Oh, for some reason I thought that Moribur was related to this because it just showed up like that. Yes, let's not even bother to discuss the moral and ethical implications, much less the legal ones. Think he's sleeping or just resting his eyes? Oh, same thing? Okay. Do take care to obtain the dragoon's armor through gentlemanly means. We must always endeavor to treat our elders with the utmost respect. And, how exactly... Wait, where is he? Oh. He went upriver. Okay. Let's be inconspicuous about this. Wow, he went really far upriver. Oh, I was gonna say, where is he? You... You okay, buddy? Oh, I knew you'd... Wait, who are you again? There's something awfully familiar about those muscular forearms, those strong and tender-looking fingers. What? What about my fingers? I say, would you be so kind as to massage my shoulders, young man? There's this lingering ache, this tension that Gonspart can't seem to soothe with his magics. Okay. Remove my breastplate? Oh, of course. How silly of me. Pray, lend me a hand with the straps. Okay, I'll help you remove your armor for you. Completely aware of what I'm doing. Truly, young man, you're a saint. Under the pretense of giving him a massage. Ah, I swear it's the little things you begin to appreciate. My dear departed wife used to help me with my armor, you know. Right. I should be seated to better perceive your tender ministrations. And take the opportunity to tie him up. Oh, nope, we just massage him. Okay, what? Ah, the healing tingle. Would that I had a tincture of salamander with which to treat these aches. My little pig's knee used to spread some on my chest and one under my nose to help me sleep through the night. Oh, we're putting him to sleep. I see what's happening. Come, do not be shy. Work those soothing fingers into each and every knot. Slowly. Make me forget my troubles. Okay. Massage further. Man, this is weird. Harder. Higher. Close your eyes and dream. Okay, once more. Looks like he's getting tired. The old dragoon's soft snoring suddenly stops, and you begin to fear you may have borne witness to his final moments. Leaning closer, you extend a hesitant finger, only to stop short when a sudden spasm signals the resumption of his labored breathing. Oh good, he's still alive. Steal a sabaton? Sure. Why not? This is so weird. And I kind of love it. Okay, so we've removed his armor. With the utmost care, you remove Orlan's sabatons and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed to the elements and to the mercy of the nearby ravenous bears and tentacled moorballs. May he rest in peace. Wow, we're really condoning murder here. Second-hand murder still, but wow. Good night, sweet prince. I hope he survives this. Oh, I was going to say, is he going to be stuck here in the rain the whole time? But no, it's actually lightening up. There we go. So at least you'll be sleeping in, relative comfort now? This is so weird. Wait, I should mount up for this. What am I doing? There we go. Much faster. So we're just gonna leave him as is. Nothing to it. Okay, same thing as before. And same thing as before? Yes. And same thing as before. Alright. I had the thing. Now what? Ah, my stalwart assistant. By your return, I gather you have taken care of the dragoon? And by taking care, I mean afford him all due courtesy, as befitting a man of his years, whilst returning with the equipment I require. Yeah, we'll say that. Orlan's armor entrusted to you by his elderly owner that he may receive a vigorous massage. This suit of armor is surprisingly light and reeks of garlic. Strangely specific, okay. And the sabatons, the old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Oh, it's quoting a song. Weird. Related to something that I don't know, probably. Capital! Then without further ado, I shall disguise myself as Orlan and free Gigi from captivity. They're not going to be any the wiser. But you look nothing alike! They may be old and slow, but they're not blind. Oh, ye of little faith, you are in for a treat, for you shall have a front row seat to this magnificent display of Mandervillian guile and subterfuge. You're not gonna act at all like him, but just because you're wearing his armor, they'll completely believe it, right? Hey, is it time for dinner yet? We just ate, you daft bugger. And where the hell's his Orland? I know he's got to take a piss every hour, but damn it, he could at least be quick about it. Or are you planning on some kind of escape, or are you just gonna resign yourself until you're saved? Yeah, the latter. Okay, now let's see how well this actually works. Not even trying to hide his head. Nice. Greetings, fellow antediluvians. I have returned. Absolutely nothing alike. Not even trying. And they're going to fall for it. Oh, bollocks. Or is she actually astute enough? It's about time. Wow, you actually were. He didn't even believe it would work, did he? Okay, no, that's bollocks. Does Gigi know? Pack up your things. I want us back on the road in 10 minutes. Before we do that, we must first release young Gigi here. 'Tis behavior unbecoming a gentleman to keep children in cages. What the seven hells are you blathering about? He's going to get away! No, he will not. See? Still here within my care. Right then. On a completely unrelated note, I shall now take the boy with me on a brief sojourn into the wilderness. Fury, take me, it's working! He's about to walk out of here with Gigi and they won't even try to stop him! So far, so good. Except... he woke up. Oh, I'm cold and there are more bulls after me.
Oh dear. This might not be good.
Wait. Is this really what I think is going to happen? He's going to see his own armor and realize that might be... No, no. I'm me, but you're also me. But that can't be. Unless... This is it. This is the moment when my life flashes before my eyes. Oh, my dearest Pigsney, we'll be together at last. Look, this is working. Oh no. Are you kidding me? She slapped the wrong one she thought was the fake? Unless... Oh! Imposter! How dare you attempt to trick me with a ruse so hackneyed it would make a minstrel blush! This is actually working. I can't believe it. Ye gods, I'd never realized dying would hurt so much! Now's our chance, Gigi. Come with me. I was about to say this is actually working. Vivi, wait! Oh? My son, what's gotten into you?
Vivi. Vivi. Where have I heard that name before?
Remember who you are, Vivi. What you are. A creation of the great Charlayan Archmagus Quan.
Quan. I was given life by Grandpapa Quan. I remember now. We lived together, and he taught me many things about the outside world.
This is surprising. So it actually is related to Final Fantasy IX then, because Quan is a name from that game too. What exactly do you remember, my son?
Everything. Yes, everything. I remember that Grandpapa Quan created me, that he took care of me, raised me, and that we were very happy. But then he abandoned me. Grandpa Quan abandoned me.
He believed you were flawed, Vivi, that you lacked the power to turn back the hands of time and make him young again. And so in his ignorance he cast you out and died all alone. To turn back the hands of time? Then what we witnessed in the Crozier, with the Duke's priceless vase, that power could be brought to bear on people? But wait, how do you know all of this? You couldn't have possibly been associated with this Archmagus Quan. We found his journals during one of our many trips into the Great Library. Scavenging for valuable relics is one of the few ways we have left to make a living. We were famed heroes of the war in our prime, with fortunes to match. But no soldier has the strength to triumph over time, and before we knew it, the hour of the sheath was upon us. Ishgard no longer had need of our services. So, we came here to eke out a living, to keep doing what we do best, until our bodies wouldn't let us. Imagine our surprise when we stumbled upon the opportunity of a lifetime, a second lifetime, as it were. A mammet with the power to take that which has broken and restore it to its prime state, to turn back time with its temporal magics and give us back our misspent youth. Theory, take me, this is all so... I don't even know if there's a precedent to determine whether or not this constitutes heresy. We know not to look. We know where to look, even. With the journals, we determined that the mammet was somewhere in the Western Highlands. A chance, for a second chance, was within reach. And then we were forced to watch as you imbeciles pulled Vivi from the snow, nearly ruining everything. Vivi, listen to me. Come with us, and we can help you unlock your true potential. Don't think. Just think what you would accomplish were you to master your magics. Not only could you make us young again, but you may even have the power to restore life to Archmagus Quan.
V.
Impossible! No magic can truly return the dead to us. At best, you can animate a corpse, and I need not review the precepts to declare that the products of necromancy are abominations in the eyes of the Fury. Ooh. Making his own choice. Gigi, wait! What of our adventures? What of our gazebo? You're a Manderville mammet.
But is he? You have always been so kind to me, Papa Hildy, and I will forever be grateful for that. But Grandpa Quan made me. He made me, and I miss him. So even if it fails, I have to try.
What are you doing? They're getting away! We have to stop them! Mayhap we must respect Gigi's decision. So that's the end of that chapter, huh? You're giving up and going back home? I too made a decision long ago to become a traveling inspector, and I've ever stood by it. Mayhap it is from this singular stubbornness of mine that Gigi took inspiration. Nay, I cannot abide it. He is my flesh and blood, my son. I dare not let him use his temporal magics to pervert the natural order. It falls to me, his father, to ensure that Gigi keeps to the righteous path and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. That's what he's concerned about? He's okay with bringing back the dead, just not in the unnatural way? Inquisitor Seer, I must applaud your dedication to your work, and cannot thank you enough for all you've done on our behalf. Yet, I fear if we continue as we are, Gigi may be driven to rash action. Therefore, I would ask that you suspend your pursuit of the Grand Sirs for a time, that I might be afforded the opportunity to convince my son to return peacefully. Well, seeing as how we can only guess at the full extent of Gigi's powers, it might prove dangerous to act aggressively should he choose to use them. Good on you for thinking that much through, at least. I knew you would understand. Right then, there's no time to waste. Nashu, let us retire to our gazebo and discuss our plans. I suppose it'd have been a shame had he given up that easily. Though that means I'd have to stick around even longer. On the other hand, if that bloody mammet's really got the power to make them young again, then... What? What's so funny, huh? What? What? Fine, don't tell me. I'll figure it out myself. Okay, go back and talk to Seer. Oh, he's right here. I said I'd suspend my pursuit, and I will, but that doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that mammet and its powers in Ishgard. All right. Oh, okay, so this is the end of this section of it, so because we go back and talk to him for the end of this chapter. I see. End of chapter 3. We got one more chapter after this. I think. Wait. I actually don't know how many chapters. Do we have 4? I don't even know if there's actually going to be a 5th one. I don't know. Hey, Seer. Took you a while to get here. Ah, I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretical tomes, including many of Charlayan origin, and I had in mind to scour them for information on temporal magics. This is, of course, all for the sake of confirming the mammet's heretical origins. Yes, only that. In denial, I see. Why are you looking at me like that? As if to imply that my interest in these matters is more than a professional one. I'm sure I don't know what you're not talking about. Thank you, Dexter. That'll be all. Okay, I see. You know what I'm realizing? I meant to say there's one more after this because that's how much time I have left for today. Is to do one more. They got 3 kobolds. 3... why am I suddenly blanking on the names of them? Oh no! Goblins! Goblins, that's what they're called. Sheesh. These stories just get more and more silly, and I love it. Alright, one more for tonight. Let's see what we have here. The Proud and the Pointy-Eyed. Bit racist to call him that, I feel like. Seer is a man at the end of his tether. We need to speak, Dexter. I've been scouring the archives for any information regarding temporal magics since last we spoke, and the results have been rather troubling, to say the least. As you may or may not be aware, ancient Alag is portrayed in the Encuridion as a cautionary tale, a great empire brought low by its vanity and hubris. However, there are certain apocryphal texts in which the Alagans are cast in a more sympathetic light, if not outright exalted. 'Twas on these texts that I found references to temporal magics once wielded by Alagan mages. Said magics could be used to halt or even reverse the temporal state of a given object. If these accounts are to be believed, and if Gigi's abilities are these magics are one and the same, then it may well be possible for him to turn back the hands of time for the Grand Sirs, much as he restored the Duke's priceless vase. That being said, there's no telling how this will work with regards to a living being. Consider, if you will, that the vase was filled with water when shattered. Even if the vessel were restored, what would become of its former contents? Would it be filled with water as before? The very same? Every drop returned? Or would it be different water? Or would the water once spilt be forever lost? I speak of the soul, my friend. For even if one could use these magics to restore the dead to life, would they be as they were before with all the same thoughts and memories and feelings? Good philosophical question. The Grand Sirs are convinced that they can regain their lost youth, and mayhap they can. But the dead who've entered into Haloni's halls cannot return. They cannot. Yet, Gigi's nevertheless resolved to try and resurrect Archmagus Quan. Speaking of which, according to some Charlayan texts in the archives, Archmagus Quan was an accomplished scholar, known for his study of ancient Alagan magics. Further evidence that Gigi's abilities are likely derived from ancient traditions, I suppose. But more importantly, I learned the location of the Archmagus' former residence. Mayhap we could find something of interest there. Something which could help us to persuade Gigi to change his course. Maybe. I had a mind to summon Inspector Hildebrand and make the journey there together. Would you be willing to join us? Heck yeah! Excellent. Then let us be about our business. I saw you, heretic! What? You think he's a heretic? I beg your pardon? Are you accusing me of being a heretic? Yes, you, Inquisitor Seer. I saw you sneak into the archives and seek out the forbidden tomes. I saw the mad light in your eyes as you partook of the forbidden knowledge. Oh, for the love of... I did all that for my investigation. You admit your crimes. That you did secretly, without permission, in blatant contravention of our rules, had read forbidden tomes. Done by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. You stupid, ignorant... Are you all so desperate to keep your goddamn jobs that you'll go around accusing all the world and his wife of heresy? Is that what you've been reduced to? I'm sick and tired of looking for heretics in every bloody shadow, of trying to guess the secret sins of everyone I meet. It's stupid and pointless, and we're better than that, damn it, we're better than that! Go off. If you will not surrender yourself, then I have no choice but to inform my superiors. Chicken. Wow, I honestly didn't expect that out of him. Well, that all came tumbling out, didn't it? I suppose there's no point in trying to convince myself that I have no personal investment in this matter, or that I still have a professional one. Somewhere along the way, I stopped looking for the guilty and started looking for the truth, perhaps, and a way to help those in need. But there's no place for people like that in the Inquisition, is there? And it's only a matter of time before that stuttering fool comes back with an armed guard. Let us depart for Idleshire at once. We need to inform the inspector. Wow. Sudden change of heart like that. Wow. Damn. I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad I saw it. All right, back to Idleshire and see what Seer is up to there. I mean, of course we're going to go inform Hildebrand of what's happening. Stop stuttering, please. I gotta stop that. Da-da-da. Let's see, you are... Yes, you are there, good. I can see them already, nice. But Hildebrand is not here. Why is Hildebrand not here? Are you looking for the inspector? He went off on his lonesome. Why would he do that? God damn it, Hildy, I raised you to have better sense than this. Oh boy, so what did Hildy come up to? It would seem we arrived too late. Inspector Hildebrand has already gone off on his own to confront the Grand Sirs. They came back briefly to trade Jingly Shine for supplies and whatnot, you see, and the Gobby's ear caught them trading tongue flaps about killing dragons in the Forelands. When the inspector learned about it later, he said that he had to get after them right away, and take Gigi. He said he had a duty, not as an inspector, but as a father. Bugger that, he's got no obligations to a bloody mammoth, especially one that chose to leave of its own free will, as I recall. I swear, I turned my back on the boy for one bleeding second and he loses his goddamn mind. I'm afraid he might try to do something reckless. Don't you think we should try to find him and offer hand landing? I certainly think so. I'm rather more concerned about what will happen if the Grand Sirs attack. Or worse, kill any of her Svilger's brood. But first things first, I suppose. Dexter, would you be so kind as to assist Mistress Nashu and Julian in their search for the inspector? I'll pay a visit to Archmage Quan's abandoned abode in the meantime. Oh, and before you think to refuse, know that you need not fear for my safety. Let us just say that our singular experiences together have inured me to the harsh realities of, well, reality. Ah, walk through me, how dare you! Could it be the scrawny little shite's finally found his spine? Mayhap he has. Let's start by heading to Tailfeather. I reckon the inspector probably went there first to ask after the Grand Sirs, so if we do the same, we're sure to catch up with him eventually. Alright, off people! We know what our jobs are, I think. Off to... wrong place. No, not Falcon's Nest. Tailfeather. There we go. They said Tailfeather earlier. Alright, so we're just outside the city. I see. Not you. You. Hildy practically grew up in the saddle. Give him his farm thighs and buttocks, he did. It did. I'm saying things incorrectly, I'm sorry. Right then. I say we split up and make inquiries separately. If you learn anything about the inspector or the Grand Sirs or Gigi, come and tell me. Right. Let's be off, people. We got people to find. So we got 3 people to question. First one, I assume... Nope, it's not Lupard. Oh, do we talk to man inside whose name I sadly forget? It starts with an M, correct? Oh. Not here. Huh. Must be on the other side of the building. I was correct! The Ishgardians with the mammet? They were here, proclaiming to all and sundry that they were going to slay the greatest dragon of them all. Gods only know if the naive fools were serious. Oh boy, they're actually gonna go fight a dragon. That's not good. Who else can we get info from? Friarfade. Oh, those daft sods. They were for Annex Trine. Not quite sure what their intentions were, but they were awfully confident, that much I can recall. Oh dear. Off to Tailfeather. Oh, not Tailfeather, Annex Trine. And one more to ask. Rebeclon! Hey! Oh, get over that. Thank you. 3 dragon slayers and a mammoth, huh? I'd call you a mummer if I didn't see them come through earlier, boasting about how they were off to kill the biggest one yet. That's not good. Okay, so we got an info. Oh, over here. I have info! You want to hear it? She wasn't able to find anything. And she looks very much worried, too. I understand. Oh, I see. So the Grand Sirs were headed for Annex Shrine. And my dear boy wasn't far behind them, either. What are we waiting for? Let's go! Let's go! Okay, that was a pretty short. I thought there'd be a little more to that. Alright, off to Annex Shrine. Let's go! How far is Annex Shrine? Are they inside? No, they're just outside of it. Okay. Am I heading directly for it? Not quite. Now I am. Oh, wait. Now I am. There we go. Okay, so they're supposedly going to be around here, but I don't think they actually will be. No, we haven't found them yet. Oh! We've... oh. How did this happen? Did Hildy do this? Usually he ends up on the receiving end. Huh. Oh, I found one of the Grand Sirs! That you did. Let's see if we can glean anything from this guy. The poor unfortunate soul who bears a striking resemblance to Orland is quite firmly embedded in the earth. We gonna do something about it? Would you look at that? The inspector sure gave him what for. That may be, but where'd the other two get to? Not to mention the mammet. Why don't we pull him out and ask? Though, having said that, it looks easier said than done. Yeah, depending on how strongly he was put into the ground. Oh, how silly of me. I'm sure you've got more than enough strength to yank him free. Right, Dexter? I might? You think I do? Those firm thighs and buttocks look awfully familiar. Oh. It's not actually Orland, is it? He's still wearing Orland's armor, isn't he? Dexter, he's the one. If he can't do it, no one... Wait, I've got it this time, really? You couldn't even remember the last word. All right, let's see if we can get Hildy out of there. If I'm correct about this. Yep, I was correct. Usually on the receiving end is true. Well, I'll be. He's wearing some sort of magic mask that makes him look like just like the inspector. Just like that man of 1,000 faces back in Ul'dah. No, that's Hildebrand, all right. There's no fool in a mother's eyes. I say, what trouble has my beloved son gotten himself into this time? That is a good question, Godbert. And why are you here? Who brought you? Why, hello there, Lord Godbert and Inspector Sear. How did you two end up traveling together? Blind fortune, you might say. I was too far from Tailfeather when night began to fall, but fortunately, Lord Godbert chanced to find me wandering in the wilderness. Lord Edmund told me all about this recent trouble with the Grand Sirs, as well as Hildy's investigation, and a father cannot help but take an interest in his son's affairs, can he? I guess not. As for me, I was eager to share with you my latest findings, namely Archmagus Quan's research notes. You found it? Ugh. Haven't slept like that since I was buried in the Lich Yard. Makes sense, you were actually sleeping there, technically. Well, I must confess, no small measure of embarrassment to be found in such a state, having been so unceremoniously disposed of by the Grand Sirs. But, ignominy notwithstanding, I am most grateful for your succor, and pleasantly surprised to be reunited with you all. This wouldn't have happened had you waited for us instead of... Wait, why the hells are you still wearing that rubbish? An impenetrable disguise is essential when consorting with the criminal elements, Alas, 'twould seem that the Grand Sirs have grown more perceptive in their newfound youth. Newfound youth? Wait, do you mean they've already regained their youth? What about Gigi? Did you see him? Was he behaving strangely? Now that you mention it, his warm, soulful eyes were rather more pointy than I remember. Pointy? Oh, the pointy eyes weren't referring to the Sirs, but to Gigi? Oh. By the Fury, not pointy! According to Archmage's Quan's notes, that's a sign of Gigi using too much magic. If he carries on like this, his ether will be expended and he'll end up not more than an empty husk. This is terrible news. We must catch up to the Grand Sirs at once. Do you know where they are, where they're headed? All I heard was that they were keen to slay dragons. They were bound for the Churning Mists, a place called Zenith, to kill a great worm named Needhog. About that. Really? That all happened? I meant the other one, Hrisvelgr. Oh dear, that makes it a bit worse. Hrisvelgr? Fury, take me. What could they possibly hope to achieve? By killing Hrisvelgr? Oh boy. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. This is going to be the last mission for me for today. Based on how this is going, I think this is going to be at least the end of this chapter. After finally achieving peace after 1,000 years of war, they want to kill Hrisvelgr? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, yeah. So what the hell? Guess we got to find out. At least we found the inspector, right? Well, that is a plus. I will give you that. Watching Hildy learn and grow as a father reminds me of my own trials and tribulations. Were they as hectic or more so? He looks well enough, but I wonder. Seems rather torn up about things as well. Alright, if I could turn back time. Ooh. Oh, this is the last one because we get a minion of Gigi. Also known as Vivi, but this is secret. This safe is secret with you. Alright, Hildebrand wishes to entreat your aid in a matter of grave import. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby ask you all to aid me in rescuing my son and putting a stop to the Grand Sir's machinations. You know, there's really no need for all that. We came because we wanted to help. I, Nashu, faithful assistant, maker of explosives extraordinaire, do hereby present to you this fresh change of clothing. Oh, thank you very much for that. Capital. I knew I could count on you, Nashu. I will change en route. Come, my friends, to Zenith and to Gigi. Alright, off we all go. Next, speak with Hildebrand at Zenith. And Zenith be here. Time to go save a little buddy. Oh, they're actually right outside the Aetheryte. Neat. Hi, everyone. Spending too much time at this high altitude can't be good for my skin. Ooh, oh dear. Wouldn't want that. I say, what brilliant craftsmanship. How did they manage? Oh, yeah, you'd be very much interested in this too. Wouldn't you have been here before, knowing how well-traveled you are, though? Maybe. His disguises may be amazing, but nothing beats the classic Inspector look. You know what? I kind of agree. Huh. To think that I stand in the heart of Dravanian territory. Me. How long ago was I scouring the streets for heretics? Too long, my friend. Too long. Make ready, my friends. The final battle with the Grand Sirs is at hand. Whoa, you okay? Did seem my wounds were more serious than I thought. I fear I'm in no condition to confront our foes. There's but one thing that could restore me to my former indomitable self, and what could that be? Don't you worry, I've got some salamander oil right here. Oh, jeez. Shall Mummy give you a baby boy massage? Oh, my dearest mummy, mother, dearest, I would not impose you upon you, not when my ever-loyal assistant Dexter stands ready to administer to my muscles. Oh, great, it's gonna be me. Don't tell me you're embarrassed. Let me take care of my little Hildy's hurts. My dear wife, I know you mean well, but let Dexter handle it. I can personally testify to the healing talents of this strong yet tender fingers. Oh yeah, I did that before, I remember now. If that's the way of it, I'm counting on you, Dexter.
Okay, here we go.
Back to Dexter the masseuse. Let us brook no further delay. Come, my friend, coat my body in oil as you have done many a time before.
Okay, here we go.
Use salamander oil. Why do you hesitate? Have we not done this time and time again? Oil me up, man. Oh, right, I have to use the item specifically. Okay, so let's go. Salamander oil. Oh, how it soothes my aches and pains. Quickly now, knead it into my flesh. Knead as you have never kneaded before. Okay, time to make biscuits. I can't believe I said that. Such furious kneading. I applaud your enthusiasm, but may I urge you to excessive force? But mayhap I urged you to excessive force. Nay, you were in the right. Already the gentle warmth begins to spread throughout my body. The fires of righteousness burn anew in my breast. Well, I guess it worked. Hold, my son. Though your passion is renewed, you may yet be spurred to greater feats of Mandervillian strength. Derives from the purest essence of salamanders, the ancient legacy of House Mandeville, Salamanderville. Fun. To you, my beloved son, now become a proud father, I bequeath this most sacred of oils. Salamanderville? Could it be that the legends were true? Your muscles shall shine with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. No mortal man will have the power to do you harm. Verily it is so, for by its grace did I once weather the slings and arrows of a bandit horde and bring my hammer of justice to bear upon their wicked heads. The time has come, Dexter. Take this oil and help Hildy become the Manderville man he was meant to be. Okay. Are my arms and fingers going to be strong enough? Let's see. Here we go. I am ready for my final oiling, Dexter. Let me get in position with everyone else before I do this. Here we go. Salamanderville oil. Here we go. Oh, the Salamanderville. How it flows into every nook and cranny. Quickly now, lay your hands upon me. Massage me with all your might. Okay, here we go. Interacting. Yes, that's the spirit. I can feel it building and rising. Oh, I gotta do it again. Here we go. Interacting some more. It's gonna take a little more time. Such passion! Such fervor! I am the Inferno unbound, the Tempest unleashed, but I have not yet begun to pose. Oh dear. Not yet even begun? Even here? Oh yeah, because that's only halfway through the pose. That's right. Once more! This is gonna take a lot longer. Good lord. Oh yeah, once more with feeling! I am a Manderville man! That Salamanderville is... My word, I've never felt so alive! Such vibrant colors, such intense sounds, such fragrant smells. Mother, father, Dexter, 'twas your oils and your strong yet tender fingers which opened my eyes to the glory of creation. I'm a gentleman inspector reborn. God, this text, man. Onward to zenith. No matter the laws of nature they pervert or the limits they break, the Grand Sirs can do aught to stop me. Let's see if they actually do, though. I feel like it's going to actually happen somehow. Damn, they got pretty high up there in the old age. Oh, wait, they're not old anymore, are they? No, they're not. Oh, boy. Ooh! He does have pointy eyes! Grand sirs, I have come for my son! Oh, must we do this now? We have a dragon to slay. There's no need for any of this! The war is over! But not for long. The worm's death will give rise to a new era of fire and blood, and we, having consumed his eyes, will use our new powers to win untold glory on the battlefield. Our legends will echo in eternity. You would doom countless innocents for glory? No, I won't allow it. Over my dead body. Far be it from us to deny you, then. This is the end for you. Oh dear. The ultimate end! Ooh! What happening? Oh dear, and he's caught in the middle of it. Oh no. What? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, ultimate end, right? Like the okay, like the knights, yeah, like the Knights of the Round. Now I get it. Man, he's certainly taking a beating and oh, I was gonna say he's taking it well, but his clothes aren't. Oh man, honestly, I wish I could remember more of the actual attack, because if they're referencing it, the attacks exactly... Oh. I think they did. God damn. I mean, there were no axes involved in that one, though. They couldn't really do that. So, how much damage did you actually do? Oh. A lot more than I thought. Have faith, my love. He is our son. Okay, so it wasn't enough to take him out entirely. That wouldn't be possible, I don't think. He has far too much determination. Gigi, my beautiful boy, pray do not look upon with such pointy eyes. Let Papa Hildy take you home to our gazebo.
Stop calling me that. My name is Vivi. Vivi! I remember everything. My powers. My purpose. My grandpapa Quan. I made them young again, but it's not enough. I need more. More. I need the worm's eyes, and then I can finally bring him back.
I'm sorry, Gigi, but no, you cannot. Papa Quan is gone. He's right, Gigi. Mayhap you could restore his corporeal form and breathe life into it, but his soul, what made him your grandpapa, is forever beyond your reach.
That's not true. I can restore anything to its ideal form, to the way it should be. Even Grandpapa Quan. Even you, Papa Hildy.
Uh-oh. What?
Please, Gigi, you have to stop. If you keep using her power, you'll die.
It did nothing? Wait, is it because he considers this to be his own,
I don't understand. Your clothes are still dirty and tattered.
Because he considers himself to be at his peak at all times, is that why? His original form? As they should be, Gigi. For my every waking moment is as the gods intended. Every day I live life to the fullest. Every day I enjoy grand adventures. I found your grandpapa's research notes. What he gave you wasn't the power to make things as they were. He gave you the power to change the world, to make things the way you yourself believe they should be. That's why your magics have no effect on the Inspector, because you know in your heart that this battered, bruised form of his, in its own way, that this battered and bruised form of his is, in its own way, right. My thoughts exactly, Inspector Seer. And it is for this self-same reason that you were unable to make Grandmaster Quan younger. In your heart, you knew there was not that needed to be changed. Your beloved grandpapa was exactly as he should be. Your every day was to be treasured and worthy of celebration.
Then what about the Grand Sirs? Why was I able to make them young again?
All you truly knew of them were the stories they told. Wondrous tales of daring do by heroes in the prime of their lives. It's no wonder you were able to envision them as such.
That's all they ever talked about. When they were young and free and full of fire.
At first, Archmagus Quan didn't understand the true nature of your abilities. He struggled to deduce why you would not make him younger as he originally intended. Eventually, he realized that your fond memories of him were preventing you from conceiving of him as anything but an elder creator, and that the only way to achieve this goal would be to take them from you. But you were all he had left in the world. No longer a mere mammet, but a friend. Family. His only family, his grandson. He couldn't bear to lose you, so he reinforced his quest for immortality.
But I still lost my memories in the end.
He was afraid of leaving you all alone in the world, afraid that others would attempt to take advantage of you and your magics. So before he died, he decided to take your memories from you after all, to protect you. But despite his best efforts, something remained. Something stronger and more powerful and more resilient than anything Archmagus Quan had ever dared dream. You were never broken, Gigi. You were never abandoned. All he wanted was to set you free.
Free? Free? To do what?
Whatever you like, Gigi. Don't you see? That was his final gift to you. A new life. A new story, all your own. This has all been very, very touching, but we're not getting any younger. Well, you aren't, at any rate. We have suffered your meddling long enough. I had intended to use this trap to kill the worm, but since you're so perfectly positioned... Oh dear. I was gonna say, barrels of gunpowder? Oh, that's why. Oh, no. Everybody panic! And you know, potentially run out of the way. Ooh. Ooh. Yes! Go for it, little buddy. I know you can do it. Although this is using up a lot of your magic. I'm just realizing... Oh no, wait a minute! I am Vivi, grandson of Archmagus Quan, and Gigi, son of Hildebrand Hillier and Maximil... Can't even read it in time. God damn it! Did that blow us away somehow? Well, those are back to their original forms. Or at least reverted to how we saw them. Perhaps not exactly as they used to be. Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh. And they're back to their elder forms too. And him without his armor again. Wait, it removed his clothes? What? Oh! He still has light in his eyes. Does that count? I guess not. Alright, the bad guys have been apprehended. Hildebrand is still out for some reason. What? It's like it never happened. With the last of his strength, he turned back the hands of time. Not just for the pillars, but for all of us. He made us all as we once were. As we were meant to be. Uh-oh. After all that gallivanting about, did I get bugger all? And what about my misspent youth? I was not meant to be this bloody old. Such a fine day. Never have I squatted with such perfect form. I may well have reached my physical peak. Enough to cause shockwaves around him just by squatting? Good lord. Ha. What rot. Act your age, you daft sod. You look foolish. You should be grateful. Gigi saw what you had become and gave you a second chance. That was our second chance. To relive our glory days. It was all rather silly, though, wasn't it? Maybe Quan had the right of it. Maybe it's not so bad growing old. I was a coward when I was young, but now that I'm old, I'm not afraid to say things like, I love you, Doris. Ooh? You're a blind bloody fool, Gonspart. That was actually cute. What the fuck? There he is. Took you long enough. I say, am I dead again? No, worse than that. Quite alive, Inspector, along with everyone else, thanks to Gigi. The Grand Sirs are also in our custody. Ha ha ha! That's my boy! Where's the little tyke anyway? Hildy. It's not that way. Gigi, Gigi embarked on a grand new adventure. He's no longer with us. I see. If that's what he wanted, then I could be no happier for him. I'm sure Archmagus Quan would feel the same way. What do we do now, Inspector? Is it not obvious, Nashu? The wide, wide world beckons to us, and the promise of mystery and wonder. We shall resume our never-ending quest for cases perplexing and profound, and perhaps, one day, we shall meet young Gigi again. Hell yeah. Amen to that, brother! I hate to admit it, but this whole mess got me thinking that maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I really did have a grandson. You did it right by Gigi, Hildy. Your father and I can see that. We're proud of the man you've become. And I am proud of you too, Mother, for finally coming to terms with the ephemeral nature of physical beauty and allowing yourself to age gracefully. I don't think those are the correct words. Yep, they weren't. They're like, wait, did you seriously just say what I think you said? gracefully, was it? Whee! I fear I may have had a failure of communication! Ooh, he followed after her? Uh-oh. She followed after him? Say it properly. Ooh! There he goes again! Wait for me, Inspector! Wait! For a moment, I thought that actual rock was gonna shatter from that. Oh, he just goes straight through. Nice. Hark! What is that curious light I spy in the far eastern sky? And this oh so familiar scent which fills my nostrils. Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wronged want for succor, I, Hildebrand, shall be there, till we meet again! Amazing stuff! Yes! Oh. Oh, for some reason I thought they implied that he had been buried. I guess he just was left there. Oh, geez, Godbert wielding all three of their weapons? Oh. I say, you do know that so long as the core remains intact, little Gigi is not actually dead. Oh, that's right. That's right. So dry your tears, boy. There's no need for all the moping about. He has fallen into a dormant state because he used up all of his ether. His core will gradually recharge as it draws upon the ambient ether, and in time he will awaken from his torpor. I shall tend to the child for now. As for these three, I should be glad to take them back to Ishgard in your stead. A most generous offer, my lord, but hardly necessary. After all, 'tis my duty to bring them to justice. Oh, yes, it was my duty. After everything I said to that young inquisitor, I can't go back to Ishgard. They tossed me to jail and throw away the key if they didn't kill me outright. So go to Idleshire and live in Hildy's gazebo. Someone ought to look after it while he's away. No? That doesn't sound all that bad, actually. Full glad I am to accept your offer. I might come see you sometime, maybe. I suppose there's nothing for it but to wait until he comes back down. 'Twas a most graceful strike, my love. You haven't lost your touch. And that marks the end of this series of Hildebrand quests, I assume, yeah? Well, wait. One more thing to talk about, of course. I suppose there's nothing for it but to leave the Grand Sirs to Lord Godbert, and for me to see to Inspector Hildebrand's gazebo. I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. If you find yourself in Idleshire, come and see me. There are a few arrangements that I need to make, but I can't imagine that it will take that long for me to settle in. Thank you, my friend. Until we meet again. Heck yeah. Hopefully you do. Alright, back in Idleshire this time. Right, yeah. You wouldn't be able to go back to the Ishgard, of course. I for some reason thought it was going to end there like it did with the previous quests. Nope. Alright, then from here we head south. Why did I think it was going to be standing directly in front of the door? Looking back on the course I've run, it's hard to think of the man I was and feel ashamed. Before I took on this case, I had only left the capital a handful of times. The rubbish I believed, the facts I considered unassailable. Fury take me, what a fool I was. But if I hadn't met you and the inspector and Gigi, I would never have realized how much I had come to hate my job, nor would I have discovered how much more satisfying it is to seek out the truth. The whole truth. One might say that getting labeled a heretic and having to flee Ishgard is the best thing that could have happened to me. After all, now that I'm free to start a new life here in Idleshire as a consulting inspector. Heck yeah. But enough of that. There's someone I would like you to meet.
It's the little minion.
Lord Godbert made some modifications, as you can see. His smaller size should allow him to absorb ether more effectively over time. We thought that if he were to travel with you and share in your grand adventures, that maybe it would hasten his reawakening. Oh, so this is the actual Gigi, just remade to be smaller. Oh, that's why they made it a minion? Or that's how they explain it being a minion? Thank you, my friend. I do hope our paths cross again someday. May the Fury bless you and keep you. Of course, same for you. Come along, little buddy. We're gonna go on a lot of adventures together. Quest complete. That marks the end of everything for Hildebrand from Heavensward, right? Yeah, it should. Of course, ending's late. Oh, maybe not. Oh wait, did they do this the last time as well? Or is this new? Why do the items look like this? They're so grainy. Is that intentional or is that just some graphical issue? I feel like it's intentional. Give it like a storybook look to it. Ugh, that looks horrible. Oh yeah, his old book. Yeah, toss that thing. No, don't need that anymore. Time for an honest day's work. Oh, yeah. He's probably going to leave that, isn't he? Or maybe add to it? Nah, he's going to leave it be. Whoa. Why does the text look red like that? What? Hey! I just saw the zombie down there. Oh. Hi, goblins. What the... I keep forgetting they're a recurring thing. I wasn't expecting them to actually show up, though. Hildebrand will return? What, did they not think he was actually going to come back when they made this content? Or did they just do that because they want to? All right, that is what you are, complete. Or achievement unlocked, at least. So, yeah, that works pretty much everything I wanted to do today. I wasn't sure how long it would go for, but I'm glad it did. Oh, hold on. Need to activate that item. Yes. Use Gigi. There. Now I can summon... I didn't even use these items. God damn it, I said I was probably going to. I forgot. Well, I think, yeah, that's going to be it for me for this evening. So, thank you everyone so much for joining me for this adventure to finally beat Hildebrand again after all this time. And hopefully we see more of him. I don't know when it'll be. Probably another year from now, given how quickly I played this game. And until next week, hopefully... nothing bad happens in that time. Let's see. Oh, right. I was thinking of finally starting up Alexander, but I don't know how well that's gonna go. Because with how raids have worked before, I've had to wait a long time for the queues to pop in to be able to go into them, so I don't know how well it's going to go for the Alexander content, but I will try it. Hopefully I'll be able to do some side quests in the meantime. I don't know if I will be able to get much done, but until such time, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a good night.